Welcome, it's episode lucky 13 of Gold Rush, season 2 of Rims of Our Lives. I am Miko. Hi. Good to see you guys. So, I think things are going well to the point that I'm almost ready to say that this run is a success for our goal of setting up and operate a mining operation for gold. While we don't necessarily have that much gold, we have proven our ability to generate it, and very soon, if we can guarantee viability of mining outposts, which we're also very close to being able to guarantee. Once we get to that point, then I'm going to feel very confident that we have won. And at that point, it's just a matter of sort of letting time run to see how much gold we can generate. But the story here was originally going to be that if we were successful, we were simply going to play it for a certain amount of actual IRL calendar days, and then whatever amount of gold we had at the end would be a high score, and then I would hope that you guys would maybe come in and try and get a higher score than I have. The reality is, though, that we fought so fucking hard to even get to this point that I don't see us going for a high score of gold. I think that our success condition is just the fact that we fucking made it at all. That's how I feel. So it's fun to me that we're staying flexible and fluid in our goals, and that we're not sort of playing until the job is done, in the sense that, you know, once we've plateaued on fun, we're still playing because the job isn't done. I find that that's something that used to happen in the old Rims of Our Lives. We're not going to do that here, because we got to a point in the pizza company where we played that same map for like 2 months. It's not going to happen. We've been playing this one now for 13 hours, 13 episodes. And I think that maybe 15 might be naturally the point at which it's going to be nice and finished. So we'll see. If you're watching this on YouTube, you probably already have seen that point. You probably already know how long the playlist is, so we'll see. Total wealth store instead of just gold. Well, I mean, the whole thing is sandbox here. Like, who gives a shit what the numbers actually say? We decide in our hearts when we've won or not. That's the beauty of RimWorld. If you only ever play for the spaceship launch, then you're missing out on the core of what the game really has to offer, in my opinion. You're missing out on the story of all the other number of things that you could aspire to accomplish in the game before you even start talking about spaceship launches. So that's my thinking currently, and how we're going to do this. And once again, I feel like we should maybe turn these guys off. Then again, we don't have much drilling, but we are about to send a caravan out there to drill once we do get enough stone to be able to build a basic base, which I kind of want to build here. Part of me says that I want to build that base like down here, and it's no bigger than maybe this. And it is going to be like not a square necessarily, but it is going to be a singular unit mega base type of structure. It's going to be a single structure, because that's all the outpost needs to be. It needs to be simple, very efficient. It's got to be good for space, and then it's got to be able to keep a lot of materials in it that can be launched. So we're going to have probably a central courtyard where pods are launched, and then hopefully where things are deposited as well. So maybe a donut is what we're going to do, with maybe some outdoor recreation in the middle. We'll maybe plant some pretty plants, although I don't know I'm going to send anybody over there with growing, because we're not going to generate food there. It's going to be sent. We're going to send them soup whenever they get low. We'll just send a pod over with like 100 soup in it. So we'll see. Okay, so that's where we are. I'm almost thinking that I need a pallet just for silver, because we have so much fucking money. Jesus. I mean, we're doing well. I think we're doing well. Hey, Leandri, Gibby Titans, please. All right, this needs to get hauled. Let's get this off the floor. So anyway, with all that said, let's get into the game. Speed 3. Looks like we're good, except Ferdy had his ass eaten pretty thoroughly. Oh, yeah. Who shot Ferdy? What happened to Ferdy? I don't remember why Ferdy got shot. And not playing every day in a row makes it really hard to remember what the hell was going on. We have so much carpet, by the way, too. I think we're to the point that we don't need this much carpeting, but I don't know what else to put down here. Even Devil Strand is to the point that we don't really need as much as we're making anymore. We are still getting salt up here, which is a fucking joke. The scale of this building, ultimately, we probably could have done everything out of this side with just this on it, but it wouldn't have been a bow. We're never going to use all this storage. This is like if I'm playing a 10, 15 year colony, we're going to need that much. We are about to finish some research, though, which is pretty nice. I mean, we've got a lot going. I mean, things are smooth right now. I feel very confident about our ability to deal with raiders, even sappers. I think that no matter what angle they come in, we're still going to have an area to engage them in. I do think that having some more defenses up here would be good. Having some defenses up there would be good. This area right here, I'd like to have some more defenses for Over here would be nice, but we do have this. It's just very limited on opportunities for movement. So putting some more of these just around, I think, would be very, very helpful for us and very safe too. But it's one of those things where we're just going to take our chances that we don't have to fight in these 2 courtyards and that we could fight down here anyway. We're just going to have to take that chance. Moods are okay. Kaiser's not happy, but Kaiser's never happy. So let's just take a look. Used drug. Why the fuck did you use drug? When? Drug use is prohibited, but he still used a drug. It's not like medicine, is it? Everyone has used drug. Most of them have used drug. What drug did they use? Does that count medicine? No fucking way. We gotta get rid of these guys. They're getting rid of all of our trees. We're not warned of these threats when they arrive. They just arrive. Crystal got shot a little bit there, but that's okay. Jimothy going after this alpha bitch. He's down, dude. Nice. Yeah, alpha beavers you have to kill. You have to murder them pretty much as soon as you possibly can. Yeah, this guy's manhunter as well. Raleigh's running, dude. Kaiser, get him. Raleigh, what a bitch. You're supposed attack him, you slut. There we go. It's funny when I forget to change them and they start fleeing from things. Hey, Featherfall.
Hey, Featherfall 13. You and me are gonna be best friends forever. Hero cutie, 4 months.
4 months, minute. I appreciate that. Left 4-month streak. You're on your way to a 69-month streak. Look at that. That's gonna be great. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for the support, keeping us going, keeping the show funded, making sure I can spend the time on this. It's really nice. Oh yeah. Losing all that cocoa is actually not that bad. I'm kind of over the chocolate. Can we be honest with ourselves? I'm kind of over the chocolate. It's not profitable enough for the labor that's being put into it. I'd rather plant psychoid down there and make drugs. Just let me make hardcore drugs. But why were we doing drugs anyway? Who even, hold on, I need to go in here and say that the drug policy is no drugs. No drugs. None. Because I think if there was like beer or something recreational, like even smoke leaf, I think that they'll still take it. They'll just be mad that they did. Like I'm guessing that the drug use prohibited doesn't actually stop them from wanting to take smoke leaf and other recreational drugs that they'll take for mood. That's what the basic policy says, is take it for mood. It's like beer and stuff, which is why when I buy it, I don't have to tell them to take it. They'll just take it. So then they get a minus 15 on their mood because I drink beer. I hate everything. Speaking of beer. Then why'd you drink it? I don't know. Fucking idiots. All right, let's do beer brewing. We're finally there. We're not actually going to do the beer brewing, but I want the research just because it's been bothering me. And I knew the second, because this is the first research I think we've had since we started building the palace, I knew that the second we converted this from brewery to palace, we would actually get the beer brewing recipe. Because that's why we converted this, is we were basically to the point where it was too late to actually invest in beer brewing at that point. Which is why it now shows up. There you go, he is, yeah. They probably weren't even thirsty. They just like come home, get a beer, have dinner, watch TV. Then they get angry at themselves for drinking beer. Why? Why do it? Why do you do these things? It's one of those things you probably just have to set it to manually. Hey, don't be dumb. Thanks. An exotic goods trader, but they're on foot, so they probably don't have that much money on them. We do, however. If they have bionic legs, bionic arms, bionic eyeballs, we want those. We want bionics. We're not nearly to the point of being able to make them ourselves, and we're not going to be for a very long time. Advanced components require gold, I believe. I can't remember, but I think they require gold to make. And that's expensive. We're also not about that life. Spending gold? No thanks, because that's cash. All right, Bwed, I need you to go trade with Jade. Don't tell Baru. All right. 18%, not bad. I could buy cock, but I get that for free, so let's ignore that for now. I'm tempted to buy the advanced components because I don't think we're going to end up actually making any ourselves. We've got decent amount of plasteel. Let's get rid of the shield core. Get rid of the barrels. We have a lot to sell to these guys, actually. Oh, books. A normal mining book, no thanks. Yeah, blueprints are... read it to get the research completed. But they're expensive, as you can see. A good mining book. Don't we have a good mining book? It's being used right now, okay. No, it's only normal. It's a normal crafting book. Valor is eating... Where is my good mining book? Did we have a tantrum? I feel like I need to investigate this. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Intellectual cooking vertigo pulse. That's a good one. That is incredible. That's a great one. If we don't get it for her automatically, this guarantees we have it. I'm willing to spend the 650 on it. Hey, Skypeon. I'm willing to spend like the 633 on it and then sell it back for like 400. So basically pay 200 bucks in order to guarantee that we're going to get it as an insurance policy. That's worth it. Hey, Lanarama and friends. Welcome, dude. Good to see you guys. Just some old guy. Look at these fucking... Some of these names I've seen before. Where have you been, bitch? Nah, it's good to see you guys. Welcome. Look at those emotes. Ilana Rama, I didn't know you streamed, dude. Yeah, Fog of War mod, Skypan's looking great, dude. Welcome, guys. We just got started. You're here right at the beginning. Welcome to Rims of Our Lives. We're playing in narrative style. We're near the end of this season right now on episode 13, and we've set up a mining colony that has suspiciously been mostly female, entirely on its own. So we've called ourselves the Amazonian Mining Company. Our goal is to get as much gold as possible before the end of the season. But with how difficult this season has been, we've been getting our asses kicked the entire time, dude. So really, our victory condition has just been get established as a mining colony, and we're about to accomplish that, I'm pretty sure. Right now, we've got a really nice deal coming in from the traders that just arrived, so I'm taking a look at that. We've got a lot of money backed up, so I'm hoping to spend some cash here and turn that silver into something more functional for us. I didn't know that we had 3 rocket launchers. I'm going to keep that in mind. We're late enough in the game that we are going to have enemies with rocket launchers, and I like the idea of having a psychic shock lance that I can put on somebody and say, hey, here's a chaos situation or a critical situation, and I desperately need this guy to be taken out, no hassle. That's what a psychic shock lance is for. It's incredible. Okay, Jade computer by the man named Jade. Not surprised. Hey, Novia, good to see you, friend. Yes, welcome, friends. There we go. Yes, Wall of Raiders. Welcome, friends. It's good to see you guys. Okay, so if you have questions, ask. I know everything about this game. I have 6.9 thousand hours. I'm probably the most experienced streamer in the directory, I would say. As far as, like, different experience. We have other people who've got, like, 10,000 hours streamed, but they do the same thing every day. So it's not necessarily a difference in experience. Hey, Crystal, good to see you. Yeah, we've only been live for 30 minutes, and most of that has just been us talking before we even got into the game, so... They don't have enough money, and there's not enough that I really want to buy. There's not enough that I really want to buy. I would be buying stuff just to get rid of the money. Yeah, well, I appreciate that, Alana Rama. Welcome, everybody. Alana Rama has been a viewer of ours for quite some time. I can't remember how we met, though. I don't know if it was a random thing or if there was another streamer friend that we met through. I feel like it might have been through Jim. J-Jam? The Gym Man, the Pug Man himself? I'm not sure. Well, that's okay, Inova. Pop in when you can. There we go. Sometimes Rising Shadows, I don't know. Niceros might be modding. He's a prolific modder. Yep. It might have been Jim, dude, yeah. And Kiri. I haven't talked to Kiri since the hot potato. All right, I haven't talked to Jim since the hot potato. Oh, well. Guess I'm out of the loop, dude. Bionic Heart is good. Coagulator would be really good for our melee boys. God. Actually, I think I'm going to buy this. Okay, and that brings us almost in budget. I think at this point we just go lower our package survival meal cells until we get right on the money. Perfect. So where are they from? Let's check Sori. He's from the Great Inlet Settlement. I'm pretty sure that we are allied with them. We'll see. Pretty sure we are already in there. We're already allied with them. So we could request another exotic goods trader, actually. I think I'm going to do that. Wed, go ahead and call them. This is why we made them ally with specifically so we could request traders. We have so much money, and I want to buy bionics. I want to buy rare, expensive things right now. The only way to do that is to call bionic traders in. So let's go ahead and do that. Trade caravan costs 15. Let's do an exotic goods trader. We can't do it again for another 4 days. We will, though. I want to call in probably 2 of them because we've got over 10,000 at this point. We've got a lot of money. We just got another, what, 1,400 there out of that? So yeah, we're well over 10,000 now. I was hoping to lose money. Profiting off of an exotic goods trader is very rare. You're supposed to lose money on these guys. But we didn't, so we're going to keep calling them until we're out of cash. So that's what we're going to do. There we go. Gumelope meat rotted away, that's fine. We're not really worried about it. We want the leather more than anything else. So if you're curious about the playstyle, you're like, whoa, RimWorld, but it's more focused on the story than the actual colony sim aspect. Well, that sounds interesting to me. Yes, it makes the game so much more dynamic and interesting, especially if you've played a lot of it and you're like, man, I feel like I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. You probably are. If you're playing it as just a colony sim, the game ends up being pretty stale after a while because you are just going to go through the same gameplay loop over and over again. However, if your gameplay loop is sort of aimed at just story generation, then you find that it opens up so much more content for you. It's really what the replayability of the game comes down to, is the narrative aspect of it. Now, I've made a play guide that I need to update, but it's there. If you do Command ROOL in chat, it will take you to a Google Doc that is the play guide. It'll take you through all of the house rules that we use, the different mods I recommend for setting up a really fertile environment for storytelling that allows you to find... Well, you get to play God. It's more of the Sims than RimWorld at times, where we are treating these guys as real people. We're trying to get an idea what the personalities are like, and we're letting the AI be wild and wacky and tell its own story to us. And we sit there just like one of the storytellers, where we just enjoy the drama, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, the barricades inside the crop field, yeah, we lose a little bit of the fertility, of course, but this ends up making it where we are not sacrificing security in having a large field. And I almost always will build a township instead of a mega base. One, it's more exciting, it's more interesting. And two, it is also better defensible because you're able to fight in streets where there's no collateral damage to actual furniture and shit. If you're fighting in the middle of a hallway, in the middle of your mega base, you break down a door, your bedrooms become the field of fire, and this becomes a lot of damage gets done collaterally, especially once explosives get done. The interior of your base actually gets injured a whole lot. You don't want to do interior destruction to your base. You want to be fighting outside your base, but you can't always guarantee that's going to happen. So the value of the township here is that no matter where the enemy spawns, if they do a drop pod raid, if 15 dudes dropped right there, I'd be able to engage them. If 15 dudes dropped right there, I'd be able to engage them. I know exactly how I'd respond to them, and it's a lot of fun. But regardless of, to me, it does look nice. I'm with you, Skypeon, but it is also very, very good strategically because raiders will often run to your crops to set them on fire. This means that if you're able to get someone down here with a gun, you can get into a defensive position to fight them. And you might be thinking, but Miko, what if they stand right there and shoot back at me? Well, all you gotta do is move from position to position in between their firing times, and you can eventually get down to flank them. I stand right there, and our cover is very high versus them. Their cover is very mitigated versus us. But Miko, what if they move? This is why you have 2 guys. You have one guy sitting here, and the other one slowly works his way around to get a crossfire scenario. One of your 2 gunners will shoot at them where they don't have any cover effectiveness, and you'll kill them. So flanking maneuvers, guerrilla warfare, it's so nice, dude. It's so good. Yeah. You were growing 4 different crops in the hydroponics basin last night. That is very rare. I've never really seen that before. Modules enable guerrilla tactics. That's right, Dreadvink. That's right, man. See you, Lanorama. Thanks again for the raid. Go get some rest, man. Appreciate you very much. Yeah, what if they move? Bitch, move yourself. That's right. If you didn't know, I wrote The Art of War, okay? Sun Tzu just fucking copied my work. Also, who the fuck? Oh, there we go. So if you hadn't noticed already, I'm using the Fog of War mod. We're pretty late in the game, so I've already got cameras and vision set up on most of the map, but you can see there are blind spots still. Like over here is a big old blind spot. That's great. That doesn't make me anxious at all. And you'd notice that I also have the radar. Couple house rules. We can't use it unless we have a working comms console. So if this got destroyed, I'd have to turn it off. I wouldn't have it. And until we actually get this research unlocked, which may be complicated because we don't get to pick our research. The pawns generally pick our research for us. even on the radar, all units that are not my colonists look the same on the radar. So this red dot guest looks the same as that red dot, as a trader looks the same as a red dot raider. We have no idea until we check their movement or we finally get eyes on them to see what's going on. And I'm also not warned when raids arrive at all, in any way. I'm not told when there's a blight. I'm not told when there's a drone. I'm not told when there's a heat wave. No threats are warned about. I have to simply catch them. So before we get the radar, before we have cameras up, yeah, we are just sitting around in our houses, and in the middle of the night, we hear someone beating on the door, and we have to respond to the raid wherever we happen to be when it arrives. And I find it's a lot of fun. So if you're the kind of person who's played a lot of RimWorld in the past and you're kind of like, kind of done with RimWorld, try Rims of Our Lives playstyle. I think you'll find that it adds a flavor that has been missing up until this point. Yeah. Oh, Krista, it's too cold. That's what it is. All right, that research is done. We've got most of what we want. I definitely want turrets, though. I do want turrets. The regular turrets are great. Searchlights are good, too. Searchlights are from Vanilla Furniture Expanded Security Module. And what these do is they target a hostile, and it puts an AoE ring around them, or an AoE spotlight on them, right, as you would expect. Anyone inside that AoE has lowered accuracy, and there's a cover penalty. So even if they're behind cover, but they're in that light, they're much easier to target for people shooting at them. So these searchlights are great things for our interns to do, because even though they don't get guns, they can still be useful in combat by manning the ballista, by also getting on those searchlights and helping to support the people with guns to do that. But yes, also flame turrets are great. Yeah, Searchlight, Military Turret, and Flame Turret are all from Vanilla Expanded Security Module. Yes. Hey, Cabal Rays, good to see you, dude. How you doing, you big old slut? All right, we need Ferdy to get the hell out of bed and grab a gun. We're gonna grab him a service rifle instead of the carbine. Let's move him over there. 3 service rifles, 4 assault rifles, 2 HMGs, 2 chain shotguns, and 2 melee weapons, 1 in each style. I mean, that sounds really good. Yeah, all of these turrets are extremely good choices, but we want them mostly because, I mean, marksman rifle's really nice. These are good too. If I wanted actual snipers, the bullpup DMR would be really, really, really good. It's from the Quick Draw mod. It adds weapons that have almost no aim time, but very long cooldowns as a result. But it does mean that the moment I get into position, I can fire. So it's really good for... It's really good for things like guerrilla tactics, where we're coming around the corner and need to be able to put down fire immediately. Tactical grenades, though. Man, I'm not really using the turrets aggressively. I planned it too early, but we ended up getting cameras before turrets. Turrets were going to be my cameras, because they do provide a bit of vision for themselves. This is a tough choice, actually, because being able to make my own smoke grenades and smoke grenade belts, to be able to make those myself would be nice. But I think there's so much more value to having the turrets, just as a deterrent for sappers, because we can put a turret up here and the sappers basically won't worry about this. We put a turret up there in that field, they won't worry about it. Put a turret up in here and the sappers will be encouraged to go down through the front. Now the breach raids won't give a shit about your turrets, but the sappers will. Yeah, toxic grenades will give them toxic buildup as long as they stand inside it. Toxic buildup will eventually incapacitate you due to the toxicity. They're good if you have an enemy that's dug in and they sit there long enough to actually get hit by 2 or 3 rounds of the grenade. But if you're going to hit them with 2 or 3 rounds of a grenade, you're better off actually just throwing the fucking grenade. But if you want to incapacitate them without necessarily killing them, if you're able to control their exposure to the toxicity, then yeah, you could incapacitate them pretty easily. There we go. Go get some din-dins, Fern. There we go. That's the idea. Grilling is also an option. Yeah, the only problem with grilling is that the meals cannot be refrigerated. If the meals are refrigerated, then they end up being inedible. They're considered inedible. But otherwise, they are really good. You just have to always have fresh food on hand, which is really tough to do. Logistically, it's much easier to have just a refrigerator full of food. Like, give them MREs, or give them, in our case, we're doing a soup kitchen style because it requires much less labor because we really don't have a cook. Until very recently, we did not have a cook. And he is only an intern. I don't know that I would trust him with making meals for us. Grilled corn? No. We're doing corn cream soup. Not cream corn, corn cream. It's very different. Yeah, the tox grenades, to me, I also feel like it takes too long for them to go into effect. It is one of those things where you either pre-throw it where you know the enemy is going to be. Anything you would do with a tox grenade, I would rather just do with a regular grenade and feel like I was being more effective. The thing, though, is that toxicity perfectly penetrates armor. It is very good against a very armored target. Humanoid. It had to be a humanoid. So 3 questions. What fence mod am I using? Fences. I think it's just literally the fences mod. If you do command mods, it'll give you all my mods. If you do command, yeah, it'll take you to a document that takes you to a collection containing all the mods I have here. What mods add those black walls that are in the prison? Oh, this is from, go through the list of mods, you'll find them. Oh yeah. And the third one is, how hard on the FPS is the Fog of War mod? I feel that it has almost no impact. It's a negligible impact. RimWorld is always going to have FPS issues because it's not multi-threaded. This means you're only ever going to be operating on a single core. It also means that you're not really able to do multiple functions at a time. You have to do all of those things in order, and then one frame gets processed. And that really slows down the computation time when you have more computations that need to be done, which scales mostly with you having pawns. As they move, I have not seen the Fog of War. With and without it, I have a negligible FPS difference. So that's my response. And that's one reason I really like it and I want to use it, is that it does not feel impactful in any way other than gameplay. Okay, so now that that's all there, let's... I think we need to get a warehouse, maybe, is what we want to do. Like a nice, formal, long-term storage location, and this could be it. We could make, you know what, I honestly think... I think it's going to be up here, because we can plant a bunch more trees over here that get wood getting turned into chem fuel, basically. Could be really good. Yeah, I mean, it will have an impact, but it's negligible. It's negligible. We need a vault to store our gold. I do have a vault mod, but I've not actually gotten the vault research yet. I'm pretty sure. I don't have a vault mod. Hold on. I thought I was gonna get it. I can ping? You should not have given me this. Why would I need a ping in a single player game? I'm glad I can, but at the same time. Fucking yeah, Ilana Rama's been around here a long time. So, what's your I know you're eating, but like, you and I need to talk. You and I need to talk. I didn't know you stream, bitch. Damn, dude. I'm looking for people that I know that I can raid, but like, if you're gonna be streaming getting off before I get off, then like days that I'm not streaming, like on Thursday, I could have just hosted you. Like, I need to know. I need to know these good people in my life. See you, Manatee Mafia. Dude, what a great name. Come back and see us sometime. Yeah, Fog of War is very immersive, and when you turn on the options that turn off the threat notifications, if you think you're good at this game, it's gonna really test you. I mean, really, like in the best way. It's gonna test you because, yeah, look at that. This is the only, oh, it's not on the right map. Okay, I was gonna say I would have noticed them on the radar. This is our mining outpost that we don't have anything there yet. That's gonna be fine. But before, even if you decide you don't want to use the minimap mod, which I went back and forth on, but I find that with the Fog of War, it allows me to, okay, here's what I will say. Sorry, I'm going out in circles. I have ADHD, by the way, so fucking bear with me. If I was just playing solo, I would not use the minimap because I get distracted talking to chat or whatever else. It does help me be able to say, hey, I don't have to be so fucking focused all the time in order to keep on top of my shit. You know, I can afford to look at chat for a minute. I can afford to look back and not necessarily get that snuck up on, because the cameras are great, but if I'm looking right here, the cameras I have up here don't mean shit. It didn't help me. Mimosa started a social fight with Vegas. You do realize you're an intern, right? I can fire your ass right now. Top, get in there. No, 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 no. You don't fucking fight employees, Mimosa, you fucking intern little bitch. Wait, Mimosa's not an intern. Get her down. Get her out of here. You don't get... Okay, stop. You're good now. You don't need to keep hitting her. No, stop. Timid. Timid, stop. Timid. Mimosa, stop. What the fuck, Timid? I told them to stop fighting. They kept going. Mimosa just got her ass beat. Also, we need to get this brought in. It's not bio-coded. These rocket launchers are going to be lifesavers for us. We had to spend a lot of effort to be able to get those 3 down before they were able to use them on us. What is this, by the way? Oh, the Vertigo Pulse. Bwed, I don't think, can use this yet. Requires Psylink, she's not ready for that. We need to get this damn palace finished already. He did want blood. Could be good. Yeah, employee infighting is not necessarily a big problem. Unless we're about to get raided, in which case we'll have 1.5 pawns that are incapacitated at the start of the raid, which would be very unfortunate. Also, these bodies are still here. What are y'all doing? I rearranged everyone's labor, but I just have this sinking feeling that we were better off before I redid their labor priorities. I feel like things were just always consistently getting done, and now things aren't. And you know what it is I think that we had people who were the designated cremator. We had somebody whose job was to do that. And I think anybody whose job is designated laborer, which is this, let me just take my camera out for a second so you can see what I'm talking about. Anybody who was designated laborer, which is why they have clean on a 3 instead of the 4, I think those people should be doing cremation. I think they should be doing cremation first. But they still are going to do their main jobs, which, and anyone who's a grower is going to always be growing, let's be real. Yeah. Yeah, typical timid behavior. He wants to throw himself into fights so that he can get bionics when his body parts get ripped off. But if he were to fight Dawn or something, we know his heart would be ripped out. Sentry guns are great. Let me tell you why sentry guns specifically are really good. They don't require power. They don't require connection to power, so you can really put them pretty much anywhere. This is good for something like probably the mining outpost would want a few of these. Just because they would provide a little bit of additional cover. One at each of the corners of the base, so to speak, would be really good. We really don't have anything else to research right now. If I were to take a look at the research tree, is there anything in here that I'm really hoping will be offered? So if you're wondering what research mod this is semi-random research. You can change your options. The pawns themselves are suggesting these as technologies that we should research. This is what the pawns are volunteering as options for us right now. Things that they're interested in. That's narratively why I have this mod. Every mod has a purpose in the narrative. So this mod right here is the pawns come together saying, hey, I finished this. Here's a schematic for some turrets. What should we do next? Someone says, hey, you know what? We should liven up the place a little bit and give ourselves some more of these amenities. They don't look at these as props. We do. They're not really functional. But they said, hey, it'd be really nice if we had some more of these other amenities over here, these other pieces of furniture that we could use to organize our base a little bit better. And then they've got this one that says, hey, we could do some more equipment in the workshops right over here. It's not functionally as a game going to change anything, but for us, we could say narratively, yeah, the people who are going to be working in the metal smithing, like Timon is the one that works in the smithing area. He's probably saying, I need some more equipment to do better crafting, you know? So that's what this would be for. The sentry gun, someone says, well, why not a better turret? Maybe one that doesn't require power connection. Can we figure out something like that? So it's this conversation around table that's happening as Bwed, the leader of the colony, and the researcher says, hey, this is done. What next? This is what they're talking about. Tidal power. Some fucking idiot wants us to do tidal power in the middle of the fucking Sahara. But regardless, maybe he's saying that we could sell the technology. I'm pretty sure that the book mod allows us to make blueprints of technologies we own that we can sell for money. I'm pretty sure we can do that. And then someone's like, having bows would be good. If we do run out of metals, we can still make bows. Maybe we make artisan bows to sell for cash. So there's this conversation happening. And then I, as the player, on behalf of Bwed, I am making the executive decision as to what I think we should actually research next. But we don't get another selection of 5 other researches until we've completed one of the 5 that's being offered. Then we get a new selection of 5. So I'm looking in here going, yeah, I would love to get fabrication, actually. I would love to get a couple things in here. Industrial generators would be nice. Spacer electronics would be good. Nuclear power could be good because if we do start getting an income of uranium, it would be nice to have this. I would also say that, where is it? There are a couple in here that I'd like to get. We have sentry guns we're about to get into. Where is it? Missile turrets I know are incredible. We can make SAM sites basically. We can put these missile turrets that can see through walls effectively, but they're indirect. They're automatic mortars at short range. They're short range automatic mortars is how you need to look at them, and they're incredible. As you would expect, very expensive to rearm because they need the shells to be rearmed, of course. But they're still very, very good as a high-end defensive structure. And it does have autocannon turret as a prerequisite. So like autocannon turret is, I don't think it's on this one. I think it's in main. It's over down here probably somewhere. Autocannon turret, you know. So it'd be nice to start getting some of these advanced turrets if we really wanted to. But I definitely want fabrication. Definitely want fabrication. There are a couple other things I want. So the strategy here gameplay-wise is like, do I take a... I know I kind of want sentry gun. It doesn't open up anything afterward, and it's 1,200 research points. Or I do recurve bow, which I don't really want, but it's only 400 points, and then we get another 5 real quick. We can say, sure, recurve bow. Do that real quick, and then get another set of 5 suggestions. But medieval props, man. Cage platforms, cage brazier. These could be cute. A couple banners, an anvil, weapon racks. I mean, there could be some cute shit in there. Like, we're never going to do tidal power. Let's be real. I'm probably not going to actually go around and build this stuff either. Props are something I have in the mod pack mostly because I want there to be dud researches, but also I think that if I wasn't streaming and I was playing this for like a month and a half, then I probably would invest in props just for the aesthetics. But for the most part, I'm not. I'm not putting down anything that isn't functional right now because I just don't have the time. I think that I'm going to vote for recurve bow. Even though sentry guns are good, everything we're building is going to be connected to power, so recurve bow and a reroll effectively is going to be good. Why do I have dev mode on? Because I can, mostly. There are a number of times where I want it on and going into. Okay, let me ask a counter question. Why do I get that question? Why do I get that question from people? Because I have the dev mode on and people ask me why I have the dev mode on. Who gives a shit? Truthfully, who gives a shit that I have dev mode on? Is there the implication that I'm cheating or something? I don't understand what the context is for needing an answer to that question. I've never understood that question because I get it like once a week. Why do you have dev mode on? Why don't I have dev mode on? The number of times you're going to run into a bug or something, or the times that you need to be able to diagnose some kind of issues happening, being able to have the console open just right there. The number of amenities that I have and utilities available to me just as a diagnostic game director, you know, the game manager, that's why I have it open. Yeah. I don't understand why the question's there. Yeah, the props do liven up the aesthetics for sure. Like, I'd love to have, like, over here is a little construction site or something. Put a little garden in with a plant. We have plant props. We did it. I forgot. We have plant props. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we got, like, the... Oh, this could be nice. Plant props. Forgot about that shit. Shit. I can't do, I'll get stuck building plant props and not doing anything else. I need to avoid the urge. I need to avoid the urge, dude. It's gonna be so bad. There's only one radar up here. I can see on the radar. Like, I shouldn't be using the radar on this map, but it is there. There's not a quick way to turn it off and on. There used to be a button for it down at the bottom, but I don't know where it went. Because you could just toggle it that way. Maybe it's in the options. Hold on. Ping button mounts 3. Yeah. Minimap mode, console. Yeah, let's do that, because I should turn it off. Okay, never mind. God damn it. Show minimap button, yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's that one. This is it. There we go. Okay, I don't know why I thought it was down here. Yeah, I should turn it off when I'm on the other map. It's going to be kind of tedious to do that. I was hoping that this button would make it where you have to have the comms console. Yeah, it requires a comms console in order to function. That's what I thought it was, but when I go over to this other map, it's still working. What's going on here, buddy? Maybe if we have a comms console anywhere, it works everywhere. I suppose that works. Okay, I can understand that. No, I know, Skypian. I'm just asking in general, of course. Maybe you can give me some insight as to why people give a shit. Yeah. Yeah, your mini-map button is on the bottom. I thought it was too for a while. Maybe the mod updated. I don't know. I was sure that the button was always down here. It was the same. It was that icon, but it was down here. Whatever, dude. It's fine. Also, speaking of... yeah, no, not yet. Not able to reform yet. So we are doing a couple mods with Ideology. We have the Ideology and Royalty DLC, of course. So we have a mod that is called, I think, Schisms and something else, but Schism is the word that's there. And it's a mod that says once you have a population of 12 or higher, it's possible for, if they're all of the same religion or ideology, it's possible for the game using that mod to generate a schism. So some portion of those pawns will then generate a new ideology that is just adjacent to yours. They'll add a meme, they'll maybe change a couple of the precepts, but ultimately it'll be yours, but they'll just change a couple things over. Well, we had a schism, and schisms and splits, yeah, very, very good. And they created Nova Dopistry, which was the same one as ours, but then they said, hey, we should be using performance-enhancing drugs, but also, I really suddenly love fucking dreadlocks. And then have to try and convert all them back again. Well, this one actually is very detrimental to us because it is directly in contest with what we're trying to do, and they are really pissy because they decided slavery was abhorrent to them when we had already been using slavery since the beginning of the game. So they generated this in the middle of a slave-based colony, which was insane. So we had to try and convert some of them back as quickly as possible, back to the actual corporate ideology and corporate training that we were sent out here with. But then we adjusted our corporate policy to reflect that by saying drug use is now prohibited. You know, we're not allowing you to play around with this because clearly it's destructive. So we actually used the fluid ideology mechanic to respond to that as a corporation. I fucking love that. Like, what kind of game lets you do that shit? The storytelling there is just incredible. And that's the kind of stuff we try to find with the Rims of Our Lives playstyles. That, yeah, it'd probably be much more effective for us to have chosen a different precept, like we like nutrient paste or something, you know, something mechanically valuable. But it's really interesting to me to say that I know I even if I don't win, I don't really care if I win, but like I'm probably going to be successful even if I don't take the optimal shit, that we can just have fun and play around. Yeah, that's exactly what happens, Skypeon. The slavers become drug-loving hippies and hate having slaves. They want a free love and free people, man, which is great. I think that's fantastic, but they aren't welcome in our corporate ideology. What's funny is that the schism happened because of one pawn named Don who was being hired. He was an intern who was going to be hired, and he was going to be our main chemist because he had a bunch of medical and a bunch of intellectual. So he was going to help us make drugs to sell. We've been over here making heroin and to sell purely for cash to help fund our business. And he fled in the middle of the night from the prison as soon as he spawned the ideology. So the creator of that schism fucking fled the colony in the middle of the night and left us. He like shit in the bed and ran. There's our good mining book. Okay, we did actually have it. We did, unless I bought that one. I'm pretty sure I didn't buy it. Oh. So good. I'm loving it, man. So I want to ask, because I think that this run is going to be... Oh, salt. More fucking salt. Ah! Stop with the salt, man. No, it's just corporate stuff is for roleplay, but like within the ideology, if you say that this isn't a religion, it's just a corporate behavior policy, then yeah, it makes pretty much good sense. This is our manual. This is the employee manual. This is the bullshit that these other rogue agents are doing in our company, but they need to get retrained, which is what we talk about it, yeah. Everything we do is pretty much for roleplay because the game is trivial to win. I've done the Naked Brutality Ice Sheet Randy Random No Pause Challenge. It was easy. It just took a number of times to re-roll until the dice rolled the way you wanted them to. It was not complicated. It's just, the game's easy once you know what you're doing. It's just a game about planning. Once you have your plans and your contingency plans for everything, it is what it is. It is. There's almost no challenge to it. It's just rolling the dice. What really keeps the game interesting to me is the story that's generated from playing it, and that's why I keep going. Okay, so we got through that research, and we still didn't get the ones that we're really looking for, which are fabrication and the other turrets. I think, man, this goes into trooper armor. The vests are worth looking at. I would rather wait until power armor, but man, torso, it's neck armor. Instead of an apron, we give them this. Torso, neck, shoulder, shoulder. 90% armor on that. Because they have a jumpsuit right now that covers the neck with Devil Strand, which is like a 60% armor depending on the quality. Let's take a look at the Devil Strand jumpsuit. This one's... No, don't drop it. 50% armor. So... Yeah. 51% armor, so they've got that on the jumpsuit and they should have a duster. So they should have 2 sets of 51% armor over the neck. And then you add in that one that's going to add 80 in the middle. The chances of them actually getting shot in the neck are going to be very low, which means it'll still happen pretty regularly because welcome to Rim World. However, I will feel better about it. Do we have the materials to make it, though? 1.6 thousand steel and 116 components for the advanced vests. You know what? I feel pretty good about that. I also think we need to start making helmets, and I need to decide what kind of helmet I want to do, because we're not wearing hats right now at all. We don't have any headgear, which is a big mistake, by the way. You should be making just simple helmets basically as soon as you possibly can. Hey, Nolan, Rope Ballpone, good to see you guys. Welcome, dude. Thanks for paying your sim tax. The Femboy IRS will not have to come steal your legs tonight. You'll wake up with them still attached. That's interesting, Skypeon. Maybe it's an option. Maybe it's an option in the actual like mod options to change it. Okay. Let me take a look at that research again. I think we're going to go with the armor. I think we're going to go with the flak armor. Because the flak helmet is 63 armor. It covers the head, left ear, right ear. It does not cover the eyes or the jaw. 63. If we take a look at the regular simple helmet, how much of an upgrade is the flak helmet over this? This is 45, which is a significant difference, and it covers the same. Make this as an electric smithy, that's fine. I think the extra, 15 or 20% armor there is going to be pretty significant for the helmets. We do need to make one for every pawn, which is a lot. It's 18. Oh shit, we hit critical population. That explains why that last raid was so big. We are at the critical population. And we're about to go over it. Oh geez. Okay, yeah, we really need to tighten up the ship. Population of 18 and higher is when the storytellers basically go, okay, motherfucker, I'm not playing anymore. We need head armor. We don't have any head armor, Nolan. That's what I'm talking about. We don't have any head armor. And a Devil Strand hat or hood would be fine. At 50% armor, though, a Devil Strand hood would also cover... It actually is pretty comparable, and given the cheapness of it, I wish the head had layers. You could do like a balaclava, and then you could do like a hood over it. There's like the skin, and then there's the outer layer for the head. You know, something like a hoodie. I'm really fucking tempted to just make Devil Strand hats. Because if they're good, they're what, 52% armor? That's base though on those flak is base 64, 65. Which means quality takes them up into 70s and 80s. Where good is in the 50s. So I mean we're still going to be at a deficit of 15 to 20. But I think until we have those helmets made, yeah, making a Devil Strand horse mask. Oh god, I want to do it so bad. What kind of Devil Strand hat should we do? Deer skulls? Commissar hats, brimless hats, bishop hats. We can make a few of them. We've got a mod for this that adds new hats. I feel like we should. I would love to have one that covers most, if not all, of the head. I mean, we could do a broad wrap. berets would be cute. What do you guys think? We could have a top hat on top of a steel helm. Oh, that could be incredible. No, I don't think so. I think the armor would be like skin and outer, or would be outer, and the top hat would be outer, but you could have like a covering, like a balaclava there. Would be really good. You know, like the broad wrap right there would be skin level. Head bag, fez, deer skull. What does this cover, by the way? Let's take a look at this. Head, left ear, right ear. We could still have something over the jaw, which we may be able to do bandana for. Take a look at bandana or veil. Could do veil. I think bandana would make sense for us, because the bandana, if I'm not mistaken, is only going to cover the jaw, and if it doesn't overlap the other parts of the head, it's only jaw. So you could have bandana plus most hats. Some of these hats will not cover the ears, though. They just cover, yeah, head, left ear, right ear is nice. I like the commissar hat. Suppression power plus 10%. That's authoritative as fuck. There we go. Well, I mean, Shabby, come on. You can't move the goalpost and then tell me I'm wrong with those numbers. Come on now. We're doing roundabout. The difference between 65 and 50 is about 15. If it goes down to the 50s, then it's about 20. That's the difference. That's a 20% difference. Literally 20% between them. Come the fuck on, dude. You could probably have a visage and a broad wrap. That would make sense, because it might be head, ears, jaw, and then the broad wrap is just the eyes, and the visage is just the face. We could do that. The visage mask. No, this covers the ears as well. This covers everything. This is a whole head covering. This covers as much as a marine helmet. And if we were to make it out of something like plasteel, which would be very expensive, but if we were to make it out of plasteel, yeah, that could be some really good armor. I like the idea of the bandana. I think that's cute. The bandana and commissar hat, I think, is really cute. We should give everyone shoes too. Boots are better. They give move speed. 10% move speed? Yeah, no, just 0.1 move speed. And it covers it's another set of armor for their legs. Gloves would be good just for insulation as well. Like, I think now that we have a lot of extra Devil Strain, should probably do that. No, I didn't move the post, Shabby. You misunderstood me. If you want to argue, we can go back. I'll argue because I know I'm right. We can argue if you want to. It's only going to be more embarrassing for you the longer you hold on, though. Just keep that in mind. I think commissar hat with bandana is going to be what we go with. I like the aesthetic of those two, and we can wear them both. We just need to cover the eyes. So I wonder if there's... I know that there are glasses we can do. I think commissar hat with bandana for now, and then we'll just do that. We'll add glasses in later. It's more materials, but it'll work. 2 commissar hats, 2 bandanas, and then everyone has those on. Yeah, flat goggles would be really good, which is in the flak armor. I'm pretty sure that we're about... Yeah, flat goggles. Flat goggles would be really good. Just the 2 eyes. 72 armor on the eyes. Is there quality on these? I don't know if there's quality on these. Usually there is. It's layer eyes. Hear me out. No, that's different. Okay. All right. We're going flak armor. I like the sentry guns, but I feel like they're not that much of an upgrade for us. Could be good. Good deal. All right, let's get that research going. Looks like Mimosa needs her gun back. She's still in the hospital, though. Here comes that exotic goods trader. We also have another service rifle over here. I do like her having a shotgun, though. Oh, fuck. I forgot. Ferdy has a 50 cal. Holy shit. I forgot about that. Where is your shotgun, by the way? Is it just sitting out here? Go get it. If you're able to walk, go grab it. Unless you're infected. You're not infected, though. You're fine. Okay. Exotical trader has arrived. We called these guys in. We specifically requested them. We have also made a masterwork Devil Strand commissar hat. Whoa. Let's take a look at the armor on this. This is head armor. Here we go. Material effect modifier is 20%, so it's being reduced by a lot. Quality multiplier is, damn, dude. That's really disappointing. Oh, it's very high on heat, but man, I feel like it should have done more than that. Well, either way, it's there until we get helmets there. There we go. Yeah, 87% heat armor is fucking ridiculous. The chances of them just not getting burned is insane. If that part's on fire, then the chances of them getting burned is very low. That makes it nice to be potentially having to fight some mechanoids soon. More mechanoids than we have. All right, Bwed. Let's do this. Let's see what they got. We've got over $10,000 and it's burning a hole. We've got to get some good shit out of this. Books are nice. I'll take it. A social book. Excellent social book. Masterwork shooting book. Yes. We will sell our old one and we will buy this one. That's insane. Masterwork shooting book. That is incredible. I'm actually going to sell the growing book. I'm going to sell the crafting book. I want them to concentrate their reading on medical, mining, and shooting. Those are the three cores of our base. The regular skip site trainer as well. That is incredible as well. At this point, we're just collecting them like fucking Pokemon cards. I am hoping to lose money here. Bionic arm, great. Bionics are why we called them. Wow, another psychic shock lance I think would be good to go. I think that'd be nice. We're going to lose 3,000 here, and that's totally fine. I was hoping to lose money here. This is why you call the exotic goods traders. I have money that I need to get rid of. That is incredible. The only way it can be better, obviously, is legendary. The reason this is good, if you don't know the Vanilla Books expanded mod, for recreation, one pawn will go find a book and read that one book. And while they're reading it, they're getting EXP as if they were actually using that skill. The quality of the book increases the rate at which they learn. A normal book will get you from like 1 to 5, and then you might as well actually be doing the skill. But it allows them to get a little bit of a skill gain in their recreation time. And it's really good for maintaining skills that are over 10 that will decay down to 10. At a masterwork level, you can see how expensive it is. $4,000 just for that book. This is going to be incredible for getting these people to actually figure out how to fucking shoot their guns. It's going to be great, man. Hey, Mill. Even the excellent social book seems like it could be a good deal. A book of that quality is hard to turn down. But I want to concentrate their reading on the shooting book. But you know what? Fuck it. We're going to... Oh, do I really want both of these? We call another exotic goods trader and they have like a masterwork medical book or something. I'm going to wish we had it. You know what? Fuck it. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's do that. So we lost money there. We will get money over time by making pizza, which we need meat for, which we don't have. I'm tempted to go hunt, actually, to get some more pizza. But also drug sales will also help once we get some more effort going into that. Which is just, I honestly think we're not doing beer anymore. If we're not doing beer anymore, then we need the rest of this to actually expand down here. So let's do that. We were going to do a bit of heroin and then a bit of beer. We were going to do that as sort of our sale option. But as it is now, we're not. We're not doing beer anymore. So we might as well do full psychoid and turn all of that into heroin. Be able to sell it. Get that money. Oh, good. We're still working on this. I was afraid that we weren't working on this anymore. It's going to take forever, but she's going straight from freeholder all the way up to the highest rank in one ceremony. And then we're hoping that she's still able to research, but I'm fairly confident she will be able to because I think there was an edit, a later patch that made it where high-level nobles will still do some labor. They'll still research, and I'm pretty sure that's enough for me because that's really all she needs to do. And that's part of why she was going to be made into the royal. So we just got a creative inspiration for Timon, who is our smith. High-level nobles will do it all. Okay, gotcha, Chillzone. Thank you, man. Did I see that you got new O-World yet? I did, Emil. Yes, we are. Right now, we're doing a poll to see if we're going to change servers The early indication is yes, but we don't know necessarily. I want to be able to know what everyone's preferences are for different things. So make sure you see the pinned post in the New World chat for anybody else who's playing New World with us. Make sure you check that pinned post in the New World channel so that we can see, have an idea where we're more than likely transferring out to. Okay, so we have a smith, a decently leveled smith who has a creative inspiration, so we want to use that probably on a gun. I'm thinking maybe an assault rifle. I'm thinking maybe a service rifle. Potentially a chain shotgun. We could do it on a shield belt. I'm going to let chat decide, actually. What do we... I'm going to give you some options, then you can pick from there. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, God. I hate when things are like, authorize this again. Bitch, I did 6 months ago. All right. Let's see. Okay, so what to spend creative inspiration on? So do shield belt. Let's see. Assault rifle. Or shotgun. What else could he do? We could have him make... Depending on how quick Bwed is, we could try and save it for a helmet. Potentially get like a masterwork helmet. I would rather have a gun though. And if we're going to do armor, it needs to be a shield belt. I'm going to choose between these three. You guys pick between those three. What should we do there? We have a good Zeus hammer, and we also have a masterwork monosword chill zone. So I'm going to say that I know the minigun. I really kind of wanted to do the minigun, but the minigun, even at high qualities, the minigun is more of a liability. If Fern was in the colony, if we had a Fern pawn, yes, minigun, instantly. No question. Not quite Fern. What did you have for dinner? Fucking Miko gun. Yeah, uranium maces are very strong. Chillzone's got great advice there for anybody running melee boys. If you don't have like mono swords or plasma swords or shit like that, a uranium mace does big damage. Fern, you didn't eat. Okay, you're in the cage. You're in the cage, bitch. 10 minutes in the cage. In the cage. Go get some food. Fuck. Figure it out. Text me when you have made food and I will uncage you. You're not going to go get some later, slut. You're going to eat now. You can't defer that shit. It's 7:30. It's already 7:30. We have one vote, and it's for shield belt. Literally one vote. I guess that's what we're going with. Okay. All right, then. All right, you're going to make a shield belt. Here's the thing, is that he's the only smith. So there's that. 5 melees with legendary maces, and it's hilarious watching them 1 or 2 tap everything except centipedes. Yeah. Hilarious. I mean, they're very good. Because here's why blunt damage is so good, for those of you that don't know. It's not a meme. Most armor, if you take a look, most armor, most equipment, most gear, especially high-level gear, has shitloads of sharp armor, but almost no blunt armor. Look at that, 13 versus 51. This is why a very good mace, a very good Zeus hammer, is often better than a very good mono sword, even though the mono sword does more damage. The blunt weapon is more likely to actually hit. And that means that it's putting out more consistent damage, and blunt damage can stun. Blunt damage is also going to be much less mitigated in general, so if you do get decent damage hits on it, you're going to be destroying body parts pretty quickly. There we go. There might be a big delay there. Hey, Vegas. Yeah, it's always jammy times. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I think shield belt is a good thing. Let's have Timikun go ahead and... There we go. He is currently making shield belt. I'm going to watch him do it. I'm really hoping that this turns out well. I'm really hoping we get a masterwork. I mean, it would take an excellent, but I would be really happy with a masterwork. I'm pretty sure that he has a good one. We bought this one. I think Charlie doesn't have one. Oh. I was sure we had a second shield belt somewhere. I thought we had bought one. Well, no, because she would have put it on by now. Whatever the hell Timon makes is going on her. That way we have 2 shield belted melee boys, which would be nice. How much labor is this? How much? You're calling legendary? Okay. Let's go ahead and do a prediction on this one then. Let's see if you put your money where your mouth is, chat. Let's see a prediction here. Oh god. Let's start a prediction. There we go. Let's see. And we're gonna say quality. We're gonna say Masterwork Plus. Masterwork Plus, we're gonna say excellent or lower. Okay. You're gonna have, let's see, 2 minutes to get your bet in there. Start that prediction. Good luck, chat. Go big or go home. Put your knives where your mouth is, chat. There you go. What is crafting skill? Oh, see, someone's doing some research now. Crafting of 9. Crafting of 9 and no traits that affect it. And currently missing a thumb with 92% manipulation. But he has a creative inspiration. So who knows? Level as a crafter, 9. They got this. 50,000 on Masterwork or better, says Cabal. Holy shit. Holy shit, nice. All right, we'll see when this gets done. He's about halfway through. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, everybody. I'd love to see some high rollers in there. I'm broke if I'm wrong. Look, God, I'm going to feel bad and good no matter what happens. 100,000 on excellent or less. Interesting. Inspiration boost is the move, says Rising Shadows. Dude, he's got the confidence to win. Look at this. Nice, chat. I fucking love seeing high roller bets going on. How do you vote? You've already voted by the look of it. It should pop up in your chat. If you're on mobile, I don't know if it'll do it. It should be there. Vegas reached level 9 in shooting because he's reading the book. But look, he just leveled up in shooting. He's already got, look how fucking fast that is. It's insane. That's good for the money. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. He probably got like 2,000 EXP from reading that right there. Yeah, in chat, you've got an icon next to your name that says you predicted number 2. For the fault voting 6969, good. Dromedary self-tamed. That's a really good thing. You know why that's a good thing? Begin the culling with the dromedary. Welcome to the colony, Mr. Dromedary. I'm glad to see that you volunteered as tribute. Please allow me to what Ferdy's going to be in the other room right here. There we go. Yeah, one thing I used to do, what I used to do is we used to have every pawn would have their own house. Their own structure would be their house. They'd have a living room, a kitchen, and they'd have like a full stove and everything inside it. And whoever the cook was in the colony, they would use whatever stove they would go to. But I wanted to be able, there was a game room too. We had a mod that had board games, and we would put different board games in every different person's living room. And sometimes they would go to one person's house to their recreation room, and they would play board games in somebody's living room. And I just thought it was the cutest shit. But I'd love to have like a fridge in their kitchen that had a stack of food in it that they would get up and eat in their dining room every morning. And they did that. It takes so much space to have a decently sized colony, because the residential area would take up something like this for like 10, 15 pawns in here, and it'd still be densely packed, as opposed to getting like 16 or 14 in here, you know, ridiculous. But yeah, we used to do stuff like that. Having a home library where there is a designated box, a shelf that's like, only this type of book sits here, and if it's the only mining book in the colony, or to have an actual public library building would be really cool too. It's all this kind of shit I want to do with building a township and having these actual structures used. Wait, medical emergency, Vegas. The fuck? He's having a fucking heart attack! Oh my god, Vegas, stop! You need to leave the culling. Doctor. Okay, if he survives this, we have to replace this. Oh my, did I not say in the last episode? I said in the last episode we need to replace Vegas's heart with the heart that we have laying around, because we don't want to wait until he has a heart attack and probably lose him before we decide it's time to change out his heart. Oh my fucking god. Where is Jimothy? Jimothy is not only our other bestie, she's our best doctor. She's not part of this religion or this corporate training. She's one of our Nova Dopistry people, so she's not going to be in a bad mood for losing this. Vegas will be, though. Vegas needs to go to the hospital, though. Now. we're going to, you can try and do heart transplant surgery while they're having the heart attack, but your chances of making it are not very high. So he's having a mild heart attack. Tendon. Mild heart attack. If she gets a good tend here, that's fine. No. You're going right back on that table, Vegas. Now go to the party. Go to the party. There we go. Meeting is forbidden. Can you not join? Can you not go back to the party? That's unfortunate. Oh, you're going to go into the hospital. You're having a heart transplant surgery while everybody else is at the party. We have just a natural heart, but it'll get rid of that stuff. Jimothy, stand by here. Vegas, fuck off, dude. There we go. Faking heart problems to get out of a party. I mean, honestly, same. Faking heart problems to get out of a corporate party. We did white carpet too, by the way. They've been locked out of the board meeting. Yeah, but Jimothy's gonna have to crash it for a minute and be like, sorry guys, sorry. Damn, dude, we'll see. Because Jimothy is kind of a pain in the ass. Jimothy doesn't like people. Jimothy has almost killed several people with botched surgeries. So I do not expect this to go well. Jesus Christ. On our way to a heart transplant, gonna walk through a room in which we are currently eviscerating a fucking camel. This is quite the duality of life, is it not? We're over here just like recreationally slaughtering an animal that wandered into our camp. Meanwhile, Jimothy is doing an emergency heart transplant on Vegas, who just had a heart attack, a mild heart attack. We'll see what happens here. Which one's gonna finish first, actually? Oh, fuck. Please live, Vegas. Oh, okay. Jesus. He's fine. He's good. It did not kill him. That's, to me, shocking. I just don't fucking trust Jimothy. I think she's only level 9 medical. She's 14 medical now. Okay. Bitch has been practicing. Clearly, she's done some actual study for once. Crazy. I know. I'm doing it with herbal meds. I didn't even realize I was doing it with herbal meds. I'm usually really good about saying, yeah, I know you're going to do industrial for this. Yeah, that was a massive risk. I would have only had myself to blame if that had rolled poorly, but... Whew. Boring to call it. Boring? It just wasn't the same without Vegas having a heart attack, you know? Things got really exciting at the beginning, and then he went off to the heart attack to the hospital. Suddenly, everyone was just thinking about that, so nobody was really engaged, so the party ended up being kind of really shit. Fucking Vegas ruined the party with a stupid heart attack. This guy had a mental break. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, seriously, he has a heart attack and then everything is boring after that. It's like, wow. Maybe the culling shouldn't be for animals after all. Maybe we should just cull a person. Also, we should probably do a conversion ritual. Fucking Jimothy. Fucking Jimothy, dude. We have a decent chance of it going well. It's about as good an opportunity as we're gonna get, you know? We might as well do it. Put it back on cooldown. Everyone back in the meeting room. I don't know who cleaned the blood up, but we did. There we go. Hey, Mick Doom. Good to see you, dude. Welcome, friend. Jimothy, please lie upon the table and tell us about the corporate training that you remember. Jesus. Just sits there, asks if anybody's got a joint. Everyone just in the audience just like, oh. Effective conversion, nice. Okay. We're doing that more for the conversion points or the ritual points, which are good. We also want to do another conversion on her if I can find her. Jimothy, you're right there. You bitch. Jimothy, perfect. There we go, a little bit of reinforcement. Took her down from 100 to 39. We do want to convert her. So you got to remind me in a few days that we want to do another conversion on Jimothy there. If we could get her out of Nova Dopistry and back into the proper corporate training, then she'll be really good to us. Humans are my favorite animal. Hell yeah, dude. Welcome, friend. Oh, man. There's a lot of good shit going. So, by the way, do we have anybody in the community who's going to actually be playing Let's see. It's going to actually be playing Back 4 Blood, or is it going to be me plus some bots tonight? That'd be nice to know. Yeah, there you go, Skypion. You don't have Back 4 Blood? Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. It's fun. If you liked Left 4 Dead, it's good. We're going to be playing some of that tonight. Well, maybe. There's, okay, another exotic goods trader. I didn't call this one. Charlie's sister, Jody. Interesting. I don't think you guys have ever seen me play an FPS. What if I told you I'm actually fucking good at them? You've only ever seen me, like, play base building economic games. RPGs and shit. ARPGs and shit like that. It's gonna be fun. It's a tough game. I like the difficulty in it. You have to actually put in a little bit of effort on the the next to lowest difficulty. It's a lot harder than Left 4 Dead was at the time, that's for sure. All right, let's go. Bwed. Perfect. Another exotic goods trader is great. I don't really care where they're from, but exotic goods traders hopefully have more bionics. And why the fuck is that sitting outside on the ground? Books have very low HP that degrade rapidly, as you would expect, just like real life. All right, 18%. Would love to get that higher. I just keep forgetting to. I have a yeah, the psychic reader improves trade prices by plus 10%. I need to do that. Research speed plus 20% for the neuro calculator. God, that'd be great for Bwed. I'm gonna buy it. Fuck it. Let's do double brain surgery there. Why not? Another psychic shock lance. Flash Storm as a side trainer. You would have to design a lightning funnel, but yes, you could do that very effectively. Is the conversion ritual different from the pawn ability convert? Yes, it is, Rising Shadows. The ability used by the pawn is weaker, but it can be done more frequently. The ritual is a much more high-stakes event, but it can only be done once every 20 days. Yeah, probably Emil might be. I could always try speedrunning Remnant again. Ah, I've thought about it, man. I missed that game. I didn't like that the category I was running was not it was not recognized as a real category yet. I don't feel like I have the time to dedicate to be able to actually grind that game out, you know? Yeah, it can stack a bit. So if you do the pawn use conversion, it will put that pawn as, I think, ineligible for the actual full ritual, but not the other way around. So like you can do the ritual, then immediately do a pawn conversion, but you do pawn conversion, I think it puts the ritual on cooldown. There we go. What happened with the shield belt? We haven't decided yet. It's not finished. Not finished yet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm good with what we have. Let's spend the other 1,000 there to get those couple of bionics, and I think it's time for Bwed to get Psychic Reader. We're gonna give Cthulhu the Coagulator. Jesus fucking Christ, your body is all kinds of fucked up. Also Parasite's there for Charlie. I wonder if Charlie gets the Coagulator. He needs a bionic arm as well. Don't we have one? Although, honestly, a bionic arm for Timon? I know he wants one. He's also lost a thumb. This thing still has 112 labor on it. He hasn't finished it. Yeah, not completed yet. In fact, Timon, what are you doing asleep? Get in there. Bionic arm to fix Cthulhu's fucked up arm that's giving him 11 pain constantly. Could be good. I need to replace his lungs too. Cthulhu needs so much work. Giving her a bionic arm just as an upgrade, though, I really don't like giving bionics to people who don't need them. Like, his arm is 8% pain. He's also lost a thumb on that arm. Like, he would be really good for getting an arm. But Fagus, you'd want it to go to a crafter. Realistically, you want it to go to a crafter. You know what? If I gave her the bionic arm, I think I would get the field hand back, right? And I could put the field hand in, like, Fagus or something. One of our actual, like, core growers. Like, Top or Fagus. Yeah, Top or Fagus. Probably Fagus. And then, my God, he would be so fast. That's an option. That's an option. But we are going to make Timon work on this. Let's get some more progress done. But let's go ahead and let's. Oh, by the way, this is brain surgery on Bled. We are going to go ahead and use Glitter World. I don't want any excuses for this going wrong, because we're going to do that. We're also going to insert the neural calculator while we're there, which we can't do because it's not in the. We did complete the purchase, right? Let's have Bled. Hopefully she didn't go to sleep. Hopefully she goes to the hospital. I thought we bought the neural calculator. Did I fuck that up somehow? Coagulator, bionic arm, the psychic reader. I'm not seeing anything out here on the ground. Did I fuck up buying it? Did anybody notice? Maybe I did. Yeah, we've got 8 Glitter World meds. I'm not gonna fuck around with brain surgery. I usually wouldn't even attempt brain surgery until I had a pawn with 15 skill. But I'll compensate with a Glitter World med, I think would be fair. So Bled is in here. Jimothy needs to wake up and come do surgery. Is someone tending her? Consuming soup. Okay, well, after you're done, come eat. There we go. Shield belt. Masterwork. Okay, so it's a masterwork. He did get a masterwork. Hell yeah. I'm going to give Cthulhu the masterwork. So well done. Let's go ahead and pay that out. Congrats to those of you that bet on the masterwork there. All right, there we go. Let's see. Choose outcome prediction. Choose outcome. That was the majority of pawns, too. It's a smooth 100,000 being... sorry, 114,000 was bet on that versus the 114,000 that went into masterwork plus. Interesting. All right, choose outcome. It was a masterwork or higher. Complete prediction. Congratulations to those that won. The rest of you, get fucked. Thanks for playing, though. I think the predictions can make little things like that a lot of fun. Inspiration was, in fact, the mood. Well done, and good for us. We've got the shield belt of our dreams. The only way it could be better is legendary, but even then, a masterwork is a hell of a formidable belt. That is going to be hard for enemies to get through. There are certain explosives that a masterwork belt will have the capacity to sustain, which is insane. Because usually your shield belt is like, okay, I can survive one grenade throw. Where the Timon is, oh, Timon's taking it up here. Okay, never mind. Get over here. Because, oh, there is another shield belt over here. It's just this one. Okay, Charlie is going to get the good one, and that'll be good. There we go. Okay, you're going to get... Cthulhu's going to get the masterwork. When you drop that, Charlie's going to come over here and grab the good one from under you. Okay, go ahead and equip that. Perfect. We still have this normal one over there. If we really wanted to, we could probably take someone like Mimosa, maybe. Somebody... If we have somebody who has decent melee but not decent shooting, let's just scan through real quick and see if we have anybody like that. I doubt it, because of the reading book we have. Like, maybe Ferdy, but he's got 15 shooting and a double passion. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that 50 cal on him. A masterwork belt can scathe. Yeah, take a doomsday unscathed. That's right. That's exactly right. Well, that's good, man. That's really nice. We do need a manager, but we're not really doing any colony management right now. Let's set up a backup manager of Cole, just for the moment. Do we have a non-combatant that could wear it? We actually don't. For like the first time in a long time, we have not had any non-combatant pawns actually make it through the training. I promise we're an equal opportunity employer. However, there's just a tendency when the fact that when we hand you a gun and it shakes like this and you're like, I can't pull the trigger, sir. We tend to not want those people around. It shows a certain lack of commitment that makes them ineligible as a hire. It's not that they won't pull the trigger, it's that they're unwilling to pull the trigger. And our lawyers tell us that that is a valid claim. Okay, there we go. Get the psychic readers in there. Hopefully the neurocalculator's in there as well. Let's go ahead and do that. Cthulhu, I'm going to put down for the coagulator as quickly as possible. And we're going to set Bwed to also use the Glitter World. He's going to get industrial, though. You know, she's the CEO of this branch. It's the CEO. She's the branch manager. Why did I not do that? she's the branch manager. She's in charge of this shit. So she gets the best that we could possibly give her. I used to have a rule that if the leader of the colony died, the game was over. I'm willing to bring that back in Season 3, I think, because I think it's pretty high stakes to have your king. If you lose your king or your queen, then the game's over. I really do like that aspect. All right, Jimothy is coming in to install Coagulator on Cthulhu here. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty common, I would say, at least for us, too, because we pretty much will... The curse, dude. We'll take any pawn. I will take almost any pawn. We have, like, Kaiser right here is a good example of that. He has some decent skills. He's a good miner. But he's a jealous cannibal pessimist. Like, he's not very useful to us. Oh, good. Okay, so he's thin-skinned, which is why I wanted to give him the Coagulator. He tends to bleed much more profusely than others. The Coagulator at least will offset that, we hope. So that when he does get into bleeding situations, he's not going to die. Jesus fucking Christ, he's got so much injury in his whole body. Both of his arms need to be replaced. He's missing 2 right fingers, 1 left thumb. He's missing a big toe, which is fine. That's not that impactful. But this man just needs some bionic arms, man. His manipulation's 0% right now, of course. There we go. Welcome back with Pizza, Skypeon. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, kind of like an AoE 2 Regicide match. Exactly right, Nolan. Yeah, whoever we designate as our colony leader, usually if they die, for the most part, we consider the run over. Narratively, it doesn't always make sense because sometimes the leader is temporary or we really could just elect another person to take their spot. It's like, oh shit, the manager is dead. Well, long live the manager. We need a manager. We make a new one. Somebody else gets promoted into their position in this colony. So it's inconsequential if they die. But sometimes we used to, whenever we had the mayor, if the mayor died, it was over. And it was sort of a sudden death, high stakes for every fight kind of scenario, which was hilarious because when Frackle died to 20 house cats, the run was over even though the run was fine. Oh, yeah, no, I'm with you. The bread is the best part of any meal. Oh, yeah. The crust of the pizza, often better than the pizza itself. And I know you're not going to agree with that. We've had conversations about pizza. We know where we stand on pizza now. Long live the manager. That's right, Nick. It's just one of many house rules that we can employ on any given run. Look at them fucking littering. Stop it. What is this shit? No. Fuck you, Kilu. Although it won't last, this blissful moment I spend with you will be forever in my dreams. Who's he talking to? Romance attempt. Romance failed with Cassandra, the bitch. Wow. Look how fucking filthy this place is. Why are you littering? They stood around eating and dropped their trash on the field. Can you fucking go? You know what? Get out of here. You guys are not welcome. Go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves. Get out of here. Leave. You're not wanted. Right as the muffalo go to sleep. Would be a shame if I lit those tomatoes on fire and built a roof. Buffalo are so flammable. You're not gonna grab your pag animals? Okay. I know. They don't pick up after themselves at all. It's ridiculous. The problem is I put a floor down. They wouldn't do that if there wasn't a floor under here. You can barely tell, but it is there.
Follow the channel, and we won't have any problems.
They're supposed to be our allies, too. Like, I called only one of those caravans in. Don't act so fucking entitled, motherfucker. There we go. Okay, so has Bwed gotten the... Yes, she got her neuro calculator. Perfect. So now we're going to put her back down to herbal. We need to get Cthulhu back down to herbal as well so we don't waste our good meds on them. Nice. So Bwed is super ready to do 20% faster research at her, what, level 19 intellectual? Almost halfway to 20. And then add in her high social skill that allows her to also get very good trade prices. And, oh boy. She's also now going to get a flat 10% in addition for her reader. Her psychic reader gives her 10% price improvement. So she'll go from 18 to 28, which is incredible. There we go. It's going to be great. We should have done this a bit earlier, but I wasn't confident in Jimothy's ability to do doctoring. So we've gotten rid of that. Welcome back, Fern. You have Chimkin. I hate that I have to, let's see. I hate that I have to remod you every time. Block or report Fern? No, it's not that. It's not showing the badge, but it says you have it. Can you try putting purge somebody real quick and see if you're able to? I'll have to re-add you as mod. Report me for Uwu. God, imagine. Crystals reach level 13 in plants. Feeling pretty good. We've got some more meat coming in. I don't know when. Oh, dromedary meat. That's right. So we butchered it. Now we're turning it into pizza for sale. Very good. There we go. Level 4 in mining for Ferdy as well. Yeah, I'm still shocked that Shabby hasn't joined us. He's going to be the most valuable because he has a drill arm. He's going to be the... Jesus Christ, they're all so beat up. Everyone's just so chewed up. Oh, my God. It's going to be really nice to get him over to the mining outpost where most of the mining is going to be from stuff that's in the walls like this. He's going to make such quick work of all this. I think Shabby has to go whether he's an intern or not. You lost the cage keys in the pool. All right, let me go do mod Madam Fern. Does that work? I don't know if that works. I don't know the commands. There we go. Get this guy wondering it. It's not a raider, but I'm not sure who this is. It could be like a visitor. Yeah, because they went through the gate. Soup is ready to go. We got a bunch of stone that needs to be cut right now, and they're working on it. There we go. Oh, that does work. Nice. I probably need to have a button there so I can have a button for Cage Fern. A button for Remod Fern. There we go. Rob Hone, enjoy the cage, brother. Free trip to the cage. Damn, dude. Most people spend 69 knives on that. There we go. I'm really tempted to go after these elephants. Being able to have more meat for more pizza would be good. It's expensive on food though, man. I almost wonder if we need to plant more food. Like down here. Replace half of this with just actual food. I don't know though. Not sure. There we go. We're halfway through that research. Look at Boyd go, man. Look at that. Let's see what the research total is. Look how quickly that's going. That's like 3 per second. That's incredible. There we go. Perfect. A silver mining worksite nearby. I would love to raid these, but I need drop pods first. And I really don't even want to raid for money. I want to do it through I want to do it through proper mining, you know, because that's our purpose here. We're not raiders, we're a mining company. I think that we do go out and bust up other mining operations. Like this is a gold mining operation, it's steel. But like we've had gold operations out there in the past. And I think if we see a gold mining camp, I think we have a responsibility to fucking destroy it as a competitor. But doing drop pod raids on enemy outposts, I think it'd be great. And it says we're low food. I don't really think we are. No, we are. Never mind. Yeah, we are low food. Why are we low food? Are we actually out of food? Hold on. I think it may be time for us to get into hydroponics. I think it may be time for hydroponics, and we could do them over here. Like one set of hydroponics bins right there. It's like a 13 by 13, 13 by 13 back here. Hopefully buggies don't spawn there. That'd actually be really sad. We could probably fit them up like this. And then just have to move this guy to be probably right there in that corner. Just have it go up. That'd be good. That'd be a good little spot. There we go. Yeah, you do have to murder to get the gold there. But just to bust up an opponent operation, I think would be better for the narrative there. Oh yeah, Chill Zone. I fucking love doing that. If you get like, quick draw weapons are good for that too, Chill Zone. I fucking love doing it. If you haven't done it yet, get the quick draw mod. Get a bunch of bullpups. And or chain shotguns work well too, but just have a draw pod rate of a bunch of guys with quick draw guns. As soon as the pods are open, they're already firing. The enemy's going to be like, the cone is going down and the bullets are firing at them before they even get halfway through their aim. It's just incredible, man. You're able to get in there and do shock attacks with quick draw weapons are so good because your first volley is out before the enemy has a chance to move. And that's the value of it. They don't get a moment to run away and find cover. You shoot them before they even really necessarily realize they have to start moving. And the value of that on that first hit, that first volley of bullets, it cannot be understated. Cannot be overstated. Yeah. There we go. We got some of the more of this wood coming through, which is nice. I was afraid that we didn't have a lot of wood. Let me check roofing real quick. I got a suspicion that there's some random not roofed areas. Like, this is strange that that's not roofed on those doors. Apparently this is unroofed. Yeah, why is this unroofed? That's awful for temperature. I know I had a sneaking suspicion. I don't know why this is not automatically roofing there, especially with these guys. Like, this should be unroofed, but these doorways should be roofed. It's a bizarre little quirk there that these doors do not roof the room that they're in. This stuff is good. That stuff is fine. This stuff over here is okay. Just want to check some of these others and just make sure that everything is handled and sort of thorough. Every now and then, do a little bit of an audit. Do a little bit of an audit and see how your base is going. There we go. Okay. Got that there. Perfect. Unroofed doors stay lit and clean if there's dirt floors underneath. Yes, they do. It's a great thing to do if you're in a mountain and you can get certain areas to have pinholes in them, because they see light just for a brief moment as they pass through that doorway, and it actually works. One of my favorite things to do in a mountain is to find an area that has thin roof, because it's not always perfectly thick roof. Sometimes you'll find like a little area that's thin roof, and I love to make that into a courtyard, and it'll be like the center of the hallway. And I try to make as much of their pathing route through that hallway as much as possible so they still get a chance to be outside, technically. But it's really good to try and have unroofed areas in your base, but because we're a township, we don't necessarily need that as much because they are always going to be going outside to get between buildings. So the pawns, I think, really do prefer to have a township style with open air hallways, because if you don't have these open air hallways, they end up being really unhappy. Jimothy, speaking of unhappy, is unhappy because we have slaves. This is why we need to convert her. Bwed, still 66% of the way there. What's her social? We could always just arrest her. That's an option. And force convert her. Memorial Day. Okay. Oh yeah, it's basically the anniversary of Zephyr's death, but we did also lose Paul Roberts, who was meant to be a chemist, but Paul Roberts was only an intern, so we don't really care that much about him. But Zephyr is Jimothy's mom. You know what? That's probably her mood. I bet if we went in here, it's going to be like the anniversary of her mother's death. The day my fiance and my father died. Yep. Yep. Insulted twice by who? Who insulted you? Cthulhu, you bitch! She did life-saving surgery on you, and you called her a bitch. Wow. We're gathering in the hospital. It's not a gather spot. Stop. This is not a fucking gather spot. Have your parties in here. This is what's meant for the parties. Fuck. Oh, no. They pick a random gather spot. You can designate a party spot that will force it, but... Dromedary meat rotted. We did not have the, we didn't have this at the time. Yeah, Stoner trying to make the pizza didn't make it quickly enough, unfortunately, there. I don't think that Zephyr died in here, though. I don't think we had the hospital at the time. Luckily. Yeah, that would be a bit eerie, right? You have a party in the hospital where someone died. And this is the very bed where she died. Another dude who's just in the hospital, not invited to the party, is like, what? I need a new hospital. Yeah. Yeah, not only is 99% of their pathing outdoor, oh, we also have streets and a mod that makes them want to stay on the streets. You'll see Charlie's gonna immediately go off the path. Fuck me, right? That's like if you had a fucking walkthrough with your boss and like You're just telling them, like, yeah, this is where we do all the work, and then you open the door, and everyone inside just was, like, throwing paper airplanes and shit. It's absolute chaos. No one's working. You just shut the door and be like, fuck's sake, dude. Fuck you, Charlie. Making me look bad. My God, my allergies are killing me, dude. All right, research is done. That's right. So we did flak. That's great. Casual wear is okay. It does give us sunglasses, which is good. It actually gives us social impact negotiation ability. It is armor for the eye. It's not very useful, but it is something. I think glasses give us psychic sensitivity reduction, which is nice. For someone who's psychically hypersensitive, I might give them glasses. There's nuclear power. I was hoping to see nuclear power, but flamethrowers. Flamethrowers are such good crowd control, as you would expect. In the embrasures next to the rec room, is that a turret? No, this is a camera. It's a big camera. It can see through the embrasures, but before we had really good fences, we were planning to put turrets inside these, just to have a little bit of coverage here in the middle, because we have a mod where the turrets, if they're in view and range of an intern or a slave, it actually helps to suppress them. So I was going to put turrets out here, but it wasn't really I don't know if the mod's actually functioning. So that was originally the idea, but then I moved a camera over here to help us get vision of our surroundings out here. Yeah, but that's the answer. It's also a great place. If we got a bunch of melee boys, someone can run inside here and still be able to shoot pretty well. And they've got until that door is destroyed to be able to get some gunfire out, which is nice. Okay. We did have a turret in here for a while, and then our prisoners kept running. So I figured I needed a turret in there to make sure that if they were running, I would hear gunshots and actually be able to tell that they're leaving. Okay. Research. I don't know. Part of me wants to do nuclear power because I know I'll want it in the future, but part of me wants to just fucking do a flamethrower. I'm doing flamethrower. It's done. It's too late. You can't go back now. We're also continuing to cut stone, which is going to be great. It's going to be really good. I need to budget out. Let me go ahead and do the planning for the structure we're going to do. I'm going to do it all. Oh, holy components. What nice meteor, dude. Whoa. Also, yes, no, I know that there's a giant gold meteor down here. Yeah, nobody's tried to escape the prison since we put that in, Brian. Good observation. I'm gonna plan it with wooden wall because it doesn't matter. Fuck it, let's plan it with sandstone. Okay, so I know that I want a central room that is gonna be a courtyard. Here's how I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be a very, very basic sort of generic structure that you've seen 1,000 times. It's gonna be some 11 by 11s. It's gonna be 4 11 by 11s right next to each other. I'm probably going to do some edits, but for right now, we're going to go ahead and say this is going to be 4 11s by really this big. I don't know that it needs to be this big. We could probably get away with like 9 by 9s. Let's just see how this works though for now. Yeah, Blood Rot is fucking awful. Rising Shadow, it's awful. How's the overall gold production going? So it was great for a while when we were in the quarry. Right now we're setting up for getting over to a mining outpost. We haven't assessed it yet. But there should be gold here. There should be gold on this map. So that's basically how our production is going. We've got some gold here that generated on the map, luckily, a little bit. That one little spot of gold ore there. But we also got a meteor that fell here that we're also going to do. I think we've got about 1,000 gold if we were to mine everything on this map and then everything on that mining outpost. But we can just keep making new mining outposts. Yeah. So I would say it was good for a time. It's definitely slowed down because we're not getting people in the quarry as much as we were before. There's a lot more labor that needs to be done, and people will go into the quarry once they've done all of the hauling, all of the everything else. But I think the hauling is ending up taking a lot of work because there's always stuff to haul. Like all this needs to be hauled, and it really desperately needs to be hauled. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and have that urgently hauled because it's currently getting destroyed just because it's sitting outside. So let's go ahead and work on this. So the idea is that we're going to have we really only need one other room. Never mind. Yeah, we don't need 4 of these. We only need 2 of these. This is going to be a launch bay / recreation courtyard. Dining room, recreation room. So both of these are rec rooms, but this is a dining rec room. This is an open air landing pad. So then we just need bedrooms, which is going to be you know, a 3 wide hallway or so is pretty fair. And this is 11 wide. So if we did the middle, we could get 2 4x4 bedrooms here. I think this is pretty fair. We could probably do the same thing up here and see how many bedrooms we could get done. I don't know how many people are going to be at the how many people are going to be stationed at the outpost. I mean, we've got room for, okay, we've got room for 8. We've got room for 8. And if we were to do something like this, which I think is a good idea, I think this is a very good idea. Just get those corners in there. We have room for 10. We're never going to need 10, though. We're not even going to need 8. We're probably only going to need like 6, maybe. So I'm thinking that we get rid of these 4 entirely. I do want them connected, though, because I want to have... We could probably have them open up into this room, too. We could probably get away with doing something like this that would make this a much simpler structure. Because then we could leave this open, and this is where we fight them. I could see that working. Pixelated dick? It's not a dick! It's not a dick! Alright, let's do... Holy fuck. It's 8 rooms. I don't think we'll ever need 8 rooms, but it's there. This is almost like a Spanish fort, frankly. Pretty interesting how that works. And I think that if we were to do embrasures, we could do embrasures. I think that if we did embrasures like this... maybe another round back here. We might as well do it this at that point. Yeah, and then we do something like that. I think that becomes very effective there. We could even have embrasures like on those spaces. I think would be good. They're a little bit more expensive, but no, they cost the same. Oh, good. Yeah, 15 days for a Persona Mono Sword, absolutely rising. I think this structure is actually going to be fairly ideal. The only little adjustment we're going to do here, and not even an adjustment, we're just going to make a small addition to this, is an AC hallway in the back that can be used to ensure temperature control for these bedrooms. And I think I also want to put a power facility over here, which is going to be batteries and solar panels. So we want to provide enough space to be able to do that. Solar panels are 4x4. We're going to see if this conveniently fits. So let's just do our planning, because we want this to be self-sufficient. We want it to be fully enclosed. Could be good. Yeah, melee blockers can go right there in these 3 positions, and the enemies are stuck funneling in 1 by 1. We have all of our gunners here. The only potential issue is this guy can shoot this guy. And the crossfire could be a problem there. But if we're already dealing in that kind of melee, I'm probably not putting people all the way up here. I probably am only doing this. Because we have these positions here. Meaning this guy cannot shoot friendly forces. That's a pretty significant improvement there. Okay, so now let's just take a look just for ourselves. I don't know how many solar panels we're going to need. Ooh. Slightly too small. So we are going to push this back by 1 on either side, and we'll have a 1 space walkway in the middle, which obviously is where we're going to put some batteries. But we've got these back here that we can do bam, bam. I think 4 should be more than enough if we put batteries inside, which we could put inside this room. And they just have a door right there. Because we do an AC unit here. Sorry, we do, yeah, that's what we do. A door there. A door there. Put AC unit on. Yeah.
Follow the channel, and we won't have any problems.
Okay, let me put down some doors. Let me put down some doors so that I can see what we're doing here. We are going to do stone doors. I don't like doing stone doors. They're slow to open, but they're good. So let's just say there's a door here and here. We'll do that. We're going to do a door right there. We're going to do a door right there, which means we're also going to want to do a door here. The whole thing that we're trying to do is to have AC units that are not directly reachable. That's what we're trying to do here. So the idea is we could do AC, AC, door. Oh, we're not going to do that. We're going to vent into this room. This room's going to vent into these two. So we're going to have one very cold room here that vents into these two. So then we need an AC unit right here-ish. But I want to be able to get into this courtyard. So vent, wall AC here, going to here, which there's then a door there so that we can access the outside there, which we don't really need to. A door here is enough. This AC unit would have to go on that, which means this door needs to be moved over. Just trying to work out where this spacing is going to go to make sure that this is a nice and tight and efficient operation here. Because we still want to be able to get through here if we need to. They'll prefer to go through this way still because it's fewer doors. Because we could do an AC unit on this. We still can't get into this though. That's the problem. That's what this was for. I think I'm overthinking this. Let's make it simpler. It's a single door. I do want that there. That'll have to be it. That'll be it. Yeah, AC, AC. This allows us to have the ACs, but it'll still be more effective here. It could also have them just pointing out into this room. Have 2 ACs in this room and then have them vent between these 4. That's also possible. This is a lot more expensive on materials, but I think that it gives us a buffer. If they're trying to get into the bedroom, this gives us time to react to it. So here's why Skypeon, he asked, and it's a fair question. Why not just have only one door on the outer wall leading into the vent room? 2 things. I want to be able to get into both sides of where the vent is. Although, why do I want to do that? Oh yeah, because if there's something like a drop pod raid or something else, if you make inaccessible pockets, the raiders obviously can get to those things, but you can't. That ends up being a big problem. They'll punch their way out. If you have other stuff that goes on in there and you can't get to it, yeah, it's an issue. Do we leave that door open? I think we do. Okay, and then we just need to do this real quick. So yeah, it's a little bit more structure than we necessarily need, maybe. So we're gonna, let's see, vent, AC unit, roofed, unroofed, roofed, unroofed, unroofed. Although we will door this way so that our rangers are secure and protected. And our melee boys can stand inside these doors. If they go down, then that whole pocket is going to be... We'd have to lose 2 melee boys before they got access to these guys, and at that point, we're probably already in a much bigger issue than that. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. We're going to shift these embrasures over a little bit and then just solid walls here at the corner. Oh, hey, Chamomile, welcome back, dude. Thanks for the raid again. Welcome back, friends. We are designing the blueprint of what our mining outpost base will look like. It's meant to support up to 8, but I don't think it will be that many. We are going to wall this. We are going to door that in. We are absolutely going to door that in. Because this is our storage location. This is where all of the materials get stored before they get blasted off. There we go. How was your stream, Chamomile? And what were you up to tonight? I think this is good. We just need a little space to put batteries. And I think it could be really cute if we did a battery shed back here. Here we go. A little battery shed for ourselves. Just 2 batteries, I think, would be enough. Roofed. Separated from the main facility. That's good. I think that's going to be very good. I think for now we're just going to do the doors and braziers and walls, and then well, hold on, no, let's go ahead and do the full blueprint. Let's get in there for furniture, power, everything. Let's go ahead and get our solar panels back. No, I lied. We're going to go ahead and do everything. Am I sure I want to door the north and south choke point, or wouldn't I want free access? I am going to have rangers inside this. This is where gunners go. You know what? Better idea. Hold on. Hold on. Melee boys stand here. I think that's the answer.
Hey, Frackle, you and me are gonna be best friends forever. Tintins, rated best goat.
Hell yeah. Welcome, Mr. Fleck Fight. Good to see you. Thank you for the tier 3 27-month streak. Look at that man. Previous cannibal run died, so you're trying non-cannibal. All right, cannibals. Cannibal can be rough if you actually try to give them human meat very often, especially early game. Especially early game. There we go. 10 tenths, that's right. Thank you, Mr. Fleck. I appreciate that. Extremely kind and generous support there, keeping us going, dude. Yeah, I think we do 3 melee boys there. We aren't gonna have melee boys though. That's the thing. We have to realize that the melee boy is not a real condition in this base. I think that is the parapet that we're looking for. I think that's it. There's no way to get in here without burrowing, grenades or some shit. Finding it too easy with cannibal. Yeah, if it works extremely well. That's the thing about it. You either like die super early because you can't sustain human meat and then you have tantrum spirals, or you're able to get the human meat and then it's trivial because you're able to keep everyone so happy and you have basically unlimited food, because what are they going to do? Throw more raiders at you? Oh no, food has come to attack me. It's like if deer decided they were going to wage war on fucking wolves and shit. The wolves are like, oh yeah, what a shame. You know? Yeah, this works very well because we put melee boys back there. If we do have one, which we should. I mean, I feel like I should send Cthulhu or Charlie there to defend the base. And I think this works. This gives us 6 gunners, 2 melee boys, or any other combination. If we do end up with 8 gunners, we could put all the gunners back here and then another gunner right there, because this is an embrasure right here. So we could put a gunner right behind each of these 2 spots. So we could have 8 gunners in here. Pretty much anything other than 8 melee boys, which that's not a real scenario, so that's totally fine. Yeah, I think this is a decent self-sufficient base. I'm curious what Frackle thinks. Let me go ahead and put the furniture in here. We'll make one and get to copy it over to the other rooms. If you keep the storage room open, raiders will come from around the front where your defenses are to get your valuables. So if I leave the door open, they'll do the same thing. But I want to be able to shut the door if I'm not ready to defend, or if I'm like, oh shit, this is awful, or I need to buy time, I can shut the door. Get them to start pillaging other stuff and then buy time for myself. So it's a fair question, Rising. Sorry. It's a fair question, Sky Peon. Yeah. Hey, Sign, good to see you, man. I've gone back and forth with it. The only reason I'm saying that I don't necessarily want them in is because if I don't have a melee boy, baiting them into the side is not necessarily going to be good. I still feel that a raider would prefer to go through this door to get to this room as opposed to going around some other way. Although I am really, really considering a double wall. I'm really considering just doing this. I'm considering that as a further deterrence. That means that this door will be seen as the only real defense between them and the bedrooms, as opposed to them having to go through 2 walls. How am I handling breachers? I have built a township so that no matter where they breach us, we have had breacher raid. Breacher raid went through right here. They even blasted over some of this wall, and we fought them down here. That's the beauty of the township, is I'm prepared to fight them in any section of my town. Yeah. So that's my response, is don't build a mega base. The breachers are specifically designed to fuck over mega base players. That is their one function in life, is to stop the mega base players from getting to just sit back and not really have to play the game. Which is another reason that you don't build mega bases. But I feel like this double membrane is going to be so fucking valuable to us. I think it's going to work well. I don't think it's terribly expensive either. Yeah, more curves were nice, for sure. But I also still feel like this is going to be very effective. Here's the thing, though. You have to do very little investment for a township to be extremely well defended. A mega base needs an incredible investment before it becomes comparable, in my opinion. Aesthetically, I think it looked nicer before, but I think that this is a far more effective base. One strategy we can use is actually having star prongs here. What this will do is raiders will want to take that corner in order to shoot our guys down here. If the only way that they can shoot south is up here, they don't really have a line of sight to our guys here. So by doing this, we force them into our field of vision. This is a good thing to do there on the front. I don't really think it needs to be done on the back, but it can be done there on the front. And then potentially putting turrets in. We talked about doing turrets, which we could do one in each corner. Like maybe I do embrasure 3x3 hollow there with a door right here at the end so that we can still reach it diagonally. I mean, that could work. Yeah. Nice, Taos. Welcome, dude. I feel pretty good about this. I feel pretty good about this base. I think it's going to be effective. If not, we'll fucking die. That'll be fun. I just figure out the furniture here. We'll do single beds because we just don't have relationships. Single beds are fine. We'll make them out of wood so they're more comfortable. Okay, and they're all going to be the same. I don't think they're getting dressers, and if they do, they're going to be made out of stone. Yeah. Yeah, this is my version of Mega Base, by the way, if you ever wondered, because I shit on Mega Bases. I think they get boring, but if I'm gonna make a Mega Base, it's always gonna be something organic like this, you know? It's still gonna be a different base. It's not like a 14 by 14 square, 14 by 14 square, 4 of those, surrounded by 5 by 5 bedrooms. Like, come the fuck on. We could do something else from that, right? Like, there can still be variety in Mega Bases, but I feel like they tend to get sort of into this generic area where every base looks the fucking same, and I can't live that life. I can't live that life. We need lamps in here. We're gonna do modern lamps because they are... Do we do nightstands and shit? I don't think we need to. We're not planning to keep this for a long-term base. But they will be pissy if they don't have lights in their rooms, so we're gonna do those lamps, and they're more expensive for steel, but the maps will plan for themselves. They will pay for themselves, absolutely. Not the stone, but any metal we spend here, we know will pay for itself. We are going to floor the bases too, but they're going to be very cheap. Is this negative beauty? It is. We're going to do basic wood. Are we going to do basic wood floors? We fucking can't. Carpeting. We're going to do carpeting because we have a ton of carpeting that we can do. We're going to do cream carpet, dark. Let's do every other floor. We're also not actually building this here, by the way. We're just putting down the designation, and then we are going to save it as a blueprint, delete all of this, and then place this blueprint on the other map, and then throw in all of our resources. We're going to do concrete out here in the doorways, but also out here in this area because we do not want plants to spawn in these sections. Actually, you know what? We're probably going to do like actual paved tile here. It's a little bit more expensive. It's 162 steel, but the paved tile is 0 beauty, where the concrete, I believe, is -1. Yeah. So we will do concrete here in the utility areas because, again, I don't want trees and stuff spawning in here. It's a little bit excessive to do that, but I will. We'll do concrete in the doorways. We'll do concrete in the utility areas, and the rest of it will pretty much be carpet. No stone floors here. Yeah, and then our doorways there. Let's make sure these doorways are done. These doorways are done. Okay, good. So all the doorways are finished. Now we want to do a paved tile up here in our combat zone, and we want to do a paved tile out here into the doorway. Pretty good. And then we can do carpet in here. Carpeting, I think we're going to do a dark outline. I think that's the carpet we want to do in here. Then I think that I want to do a blue ring because we've kind of got this set up in our recreation down here. And then let's do a cream carpet for the center 5x5. Yep. It's a decent amount of steel, but you also have to understand that the amount of steel that we're going to be making on this map is immense. This is where all of the steel is. So we haven't had a lot of mining opportunity until now. We've done this entire game with like the least amount of mining possible because they're just the mod we have that allows us to make these mining outposts also strips most valuables out of the rocks of your main colony. So we have very little resource here at all. We actually only have about 2 steel, and we've only mined half of this. The rest of it we've bought. Or we've destroyed out of debris that's fallen or different environments. We've used very little steel in this base, as little as possible. I'd say the majority of it's been purchased from vendors more than anything else. And that's how we've gotten our steel so far. But now that we have an actual mining outpost option, that's going to be what we have. Okay, so floors are good. Let's take a look at furniture. Just thinking that if we want a dining room in here, then we're probably just going to want like a bar or maybe a bunch of 1x2 tables could be cute. We can make these out of stone. Sandstone would be good. The floors are like 500 steel. We're going to be getting about 3,000 or so, I think, from the map. This is 100, so it's 206 steel there. If we take a look at all of the concrete, it's 144. So we're only spending 200, 350. That's fun. 350 steel. Well, plus the lights here, 9 times 40. So that's that's about 300 right there. So the whole thing is taking about 600 steel plus the 4 generators, which is another 400 steel. So about 1,000 steel investment. It's about 1,000 steel investment right now. Which maybe we'll find is not viable, in which case we'll change out these floors again. I really do think that maybe we can get away with not concrete in these utility areas. I hear Frackle in my head going, this is unnecessary. I do want the vents to be unblocked, so I think I will have... I don't even really need a floor in there either. I guess we could save some steel. I do want this paved, though. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at a more conservative section here. Concrete here is going to be in front of the 2 vents and in front of the ports here, because the AC unit will get blocked if there's a tree on the outside of it or the inside of it. And then the vents to each of the room need to be blocked as well so that trees don't grow there. We could always do plant pots. If we were to do... I do want concrete in the doorways. Concrete in the doorways is absolutely necessary. At least on the doorways that we're likely to actually pass through as part of our daily movement routine. Yeah, that's... Oops. Oh, shit. I'm thinking that concrete in here could also be the key. That cheapens it by a lot. So that's 115 total plus 44. So it's 150 now instead of 350. So we saved about 300 steel there with those cutbacks. Corporate cutbacks are pretty common, we know. I feel good about that. I feel good about this base, too. I feel like this is going to be very effective for us. I think that we're going to be well defended in this area. Yeah, I think this is good. This is sort of a beetle-based design. I'm going to go ahead and blueprint this. We could add more to the bedrooms, more furniture, but I don't think we're going to be there that long. The reason I'm still making them 5x5 or 4, it's a 4x4 room. You say, why do a 4x4 room, you know? If you're not going to put furniture in there, why have that space? Because we're better chances of having this be a decent bedroom, even if it's not impressive. The biggest thing is that we want the rec room to be impressive, and we may ship them with a couple statues. So we kind of need this granite large statue to get finished. And it would be nice to be able to ship the furniture back home when we're done and then just have that as a base. We don't deconstruct the walls, but we take out the beds, we take out the lamps, we deconstruct the solar generators and get that stuff back. Basically, anything that isn't nailed down or glued to the floor is going to be kept. So you can look at some of this stuff as investments. The furniture, anything that can be uninstalled, investment. Any electronics can be deconstructed. Most of their components and steel comes back. So you can't look at this as being a total loss. It's really only about, I think we get half of it back if we deconstruct. So that's a pretty fair investment. So I'm not afraid of investing in decent tables, even maybe wood. Which is really weird to say. Where's the 1x2? Sandstone 1x2 is fine. Because we could do that right there in the middle. I think that's good. We know that we have a maximum of 8 people, so I'm not really worried. Like, I'd love to do armchairs. I'd love to do armchairs to sit and eat with, and I know that I'm going to want a couple refrigerators, but not deep refrigerators. Just regular refrigerators. Because we could do single refrigerator here, which is not bad. Because I think that we could keep, like, two things of food stockpiled. When one is empty, we bring in another stack, because we can keep a stack of 20. Well, we will probably want to keep more than that, actually. Probably want to keep more than that on hand. We could send them packaged survival meals. Honestly, that's probably what we do, is we send them PSMs, and they keep 100 on them. I think that's exactly what we do when we put packaged survival meals on a track. Sorry, raid tray rack. Holy shit. As far as batteries go, let's go ahead and get a couple in. We might have advanced batteries. Ooh. I don't know if the advanced batteries are needed. I feel like just 2 regular batteries would be enough to solve this colony. Yeah, 80 meals would be enough, but the tray rack here will hold 100, which is what I'm saying. Rather than having to do several individual shelves, we use one LWM's deep storage shelf in order to hold all of our food. And it's packaged survival meals, so we don't have to worry about any issue there. If there's helixine gas on the map, that would actually be great, because we could use that gas to... No, we're using vanometric power cells. That's right. The drills are powered by vanometric power cells. So the only electronics we have here are AC units, lamps. That's it. AC units and lamps. And a couple recreation items. I think a radio would be good, you know? Good recreation items that are inexpensive. The same recreation items they have at home is going to be stuff that they expect to have there. So like a table there. Could do a poker table over here in the corner. Poker table's cheap. I won't do a billiards table. It takes up too much space. But like a TV, put a TV in here. A couple of these tables can just be used for TV. You could probably run 4 hydroponics bays instead of one of the solar panels. They're pretty low power if you're not using a sun lamp. But won't they, don't they blow up in the rain? Isn't rain a problem for hydroponics? No? I'm planning to port over 100 packaged survival meals at a time, is how I'm planning to do this. Because we'd have to send over a cook, and we don't have, okay. A packaged survival meal, though, I think is good, because we're not going to have impressive bedrooms. I really don't want to rely on nutrient paste. I think here that -4 to their mood could cause tantrum spirals over here. That would be my concern. An arcade machine is not cheap, but once we have one, we have one. And we can put this in here as another little recreation object. And put it on this back wall. A dartboard as well is something that they'll expect to have. Probably put this one over here. And let's see, punching bag is something that they'll want as well. We could put that right over on this wall. Yeah, I'm concerned about having to send over there a cook. I mean, that's part of why we're porting the food over there is that, I mean, as you can see, we have very little cooking availability. And I would prefer to have the meals at this point. I really would prefer them to have meals as opposed to nutrient paste because I think that the -4 would be very impactful. For this base. I really do. We just put a statue there and this becomes a slightly impressive dining room, rec room. Their bedrooms are not going to be slightly impressive. And from there, I think we're just going to put in storage options, which are going to be pallets. The pallets are going to be a little bit expensive on wood. We could do skips, though. We need a place to keep the metal. That's what I'm saying, is we need a place to keep all the metal that they're mining, and pallets are the best place to do that. Should be 1 or 2 builders and the rest miners. So we're gonna send our builders, and then after that, only miners are gonna stay behind. The builders will actually just walk home. We're gonna caravan over here with as much as we can, and then we'll drop materials in later. Yeah, I mean, this is really truly how we're gonna operate this facility here. Is we're going to do something like this just all the way up. And all of these will hold any metal. We don't care. Because that's all we're here for is the metal. And then that's going to be our storage location. We need a launch bay. And I was just thinking to myself, is this too many pallets? We should probably never fill up this many pallets, actually. Come to think of it. So at this point, what we'll do is pod launchers. Six pod launchers should be able to launch that much metal. Yeah, conveniently metal can be stored outdoors with no issues. That's what we're doing here. The pallets are only there to allow us to do super stacking there. Yeah, Frackle knows too. But this whole front courtyard is going to be unroofed, which is why it's going to be our launch bay. I feel pretty good about this. We don't need anything like a trade beacon. Can Farskip be used, because you said Farskip, can that be used, Rising Shadows, to transport materials? But also remember that the caravan distance is 1 tile away. I wonder if it's unnecessary, like for the blueprint, yeah, let's assume that, I don't know that we need a launch pad. I don't even know that we need these pads because we're so... If we were to do a distant one, then sure. Yes, if it's packed on animals around you. Got you, Chills. And that's what I figured. If it was in an inventory, then it would work. I think we just have this long-term storage that... Not long-term, but like we have this storage that we don't have to worry about it being enough. Because we can uninstall these pallets, I'm pretty sure. If not, I'll be really sad. Let me check some other pallets we have and see if we can. We're about to get a big wood injection as well. Hallelujah. Let's check over here, because can these... Yeah, they can be uninstalled, so they can be loaded up as furniture and packed back home. You could use the royalty ships to send to base. We could do that, Flubbing Rushing, which is a great name. Hey, Loist Boy. Oh... It's true. I'm wondering, because we are about to promote Bwed to Countess. She's about to have all of the permits available to her. My question is, and chat, help me here. What's the cooldown on the... What's the cooldown on that? The royalty ship. Countess Bwed. That's right. I feel good about this design. I feel like this is going to be easy to defend when we do get raided. I feel like it's going to be sufficient. 30 days. That would be my issue, Flubbing. Yeah. That would be my issue with it, is that it's a 30-day transfer rate. But with it being as close as it is, we just get some boys to walk back and forth for a couple days, and we just pull those resources in. Oh, it doesn't have a weight limit, but it's every 30-plus days. Interesting. So we could do that. Okay, once we get the permit, we'll take a look at this. That's a great suggestion, Flubbing. I hadn't even considered that. We'll take a look at it. Let's try it out. In worst case scenario, it doesn't work. Oh no. We'll just put like, we'll put the landing pad out here at the front, just right up front. We can get trade caravans to the other map as well. So we may mine silver over there and then have something to trade for on the way back. Okay. Okay, I feel good about this. It's going to take a minute to build, but we've got good builders. We send all of the builders out there first. No miners go until the building is done. No miners will go here until the building is done. We're gonna do the blueprint. Love the blueprint mod. Create blueprint. Oh, sorry, power lines. Sorry, I always forget the fucking power lines. So power lines are gonna go from all the way down the center here. It's gonna go around to the front. One big loop. That's it. That's all the power line that we need. That will connect to everything that we're going to touch, because this will also reach this far wall for the AC machines. I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's exactly far enough. If it ends up not being, then we'll move this forward, but it should be able to reach exactly. Okay, so that's it. Let's go ahead and blueprint that. Then we will delete this, because we're not actually going to build this here. It's going to be mining outpost. What's great about this mod, by the way, is that you can actually export these. You could say, hey, export blueprint. This saves it as a file. So if I open up a new save, if I open up a new colony, I can just import this as one of my blueprints. So if you're like, I've built the same hydroponics bullshit 20 times, get the blueprints mod. Blueprint your hydroponics setup, and then you could just paste it in. Just fucking stamp that shit right into your map. Of course, you still have to build it, but it puts all those designations down for you. This is why we built this one here, because now I can go, whoop. I'm not worried about it, because I know I've got it saved in the blueprint now. Even in other saves, if we want to do the same thing again. You may see that same design sometime in the future. Now, I usually like to hand build every building, usually based on the shape that it's filling in. But like, this is a great prison that I may want to keep. That's a good little hospital. I may want to keep that, you know. There are a couple designs in here that I felt pretty good about. God, I want this to be finished. I don't want to do the mining outpost until these guys are done, though. You didn't see me hit save? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. It's right there. Yeah. Fucking Vegas. Nice try, boy. I do want the palace done because I want to know that I have a royal here when we're sending out 3 to 5 to 8 of these colonists to a different base. I really, really want to know that I have the power of psionics here to compensate for that loss. Here we go. Minor break risk here for Jimothy. Why so sad? Oh yeah, your mom and everybody else died. I keep forgetting, fuck's sake. This stupid scanning thing only wants to find salt. That's been my problem. So we're just finding salt everywhere. I don't fucking want salt. Salt is used for certain condiments. This alpha beaver has to die. In fact, let's just check for alpha beavers everywhere. Okay, it's the last one. The last alpha beaver. Young adult fiction coming to you. I am using a modded storyteller called the Ultimate Storyteller from the mod of the same name. It takes the best traits of Randy, Cassandra, and Phoebe and puts them all together. I really like it. It does take the best of each of them. Alpha Beaver down. That'll be worth some pizza too. So I suppose I need to stop selling pizza. I need to keep it for us. And then the miners are allowed to eat it. They'll be the only ones allowed to eat it. I need to sell the salt is what I need to do. It's worth a decent bit of money. There we go. And we are low food. This is concerning. I'm wondering why our food is so low. I think we just have a high population. All of these should be on, though. I'm not sure why. They're turned on. We have the soup. Pretty sure we have 10 total now. We'll see. Like, nobody's brewing right now, and I thought that I had brew on a tier 1 job. So, Shabby, right-click, Y. Insert. Oh, shit, no, I never designated them. Okay. Shit. That's why. That's why they're not getting used. Yeah, we are producing very little food. Shabby, reset real quick. Tend the kitchen. Yeah, they should be tending the kitchen as a tier 1 job to make sure that we have, god damn it, Shabby, so that we know we have, there we go, food on the way. And if you're curious what mods we're using, if you want to see the save files for every episode so far, if you want to see the full season 2, it's all getting up on YouTube. We got episodes 1 through 7 uploaded and scheduled, and I'm going to get the others all the way up to tonight's 13, probably by Wednesday-ish. I'm going to do like 2 or 3 uploads a night. Getting caught up on that. So big shout out to Leandro for helping out with that. Big thanks. We also have all of season 1 if you want to see a really gripping story, much more personal, individual story. Pineapple's joined us. Nice. That's also season 1 is on YouTube as well if you want to watch that. There we go. All right, so Pineapple has joined us. We need to make sure that she is taken to full employment. Let's see. She is now an employee. Clear force. They'll keep on what I forced them to put there. Okay, and no drugs. Perfect. Lavish is no paste. Sorry, Lavish is no pack and survival meals right now. That's what's edited there. There we go. And looking at, let's see. Who's my mining team? Shabby, oh, I don't want to send Leandri. Shabby, Kaiser, Raleigh. Kaiser going would be really good because he's jealous. This is really good because it's going to be easy to give him the best room in the colony if the colony is just the mining outpost. He'll be happier there than he will be here, despite being a pessimist. And if they get raided down here, I'll let him snack on a boy. I'll let him nibble on someone's ankle when he kills him. He's also a good fighter. Oh, man, I really need to. I need Shabby to be a gun owner. He'll be fine. So let's take a look at this. Who's going to be going out there? Shabby, Kaiser, Raleigh. Valor could go as a builder who actually stays there, and we keep Ferdy here as a proper builder. I think Valor goes. I think it's Shabby, Kaiser, Raleigh, and Valor. It would be great to have a doctor there. Jimothy? Jimothy is a base manager. Someone that cleans, someone that hauls. Having a not miner there who also doesn't really do any other jobs, but is also a doctor, is a very niche pawn, and that's Jimothy. I think Jimothy goes. Jimothy, Valor, Raleigh, Kaiser, Shabby. Leandri stays because she's a crafter and I need her crafting. Yeah, that's a good set of dudes. Okay, I feel really good about that. We do need a launch bay over here, though. We do need a launch bay here that's going to be specifically for sending them food drops. Which, come to think of it, would actually be really nice if we just set up back here with a little door. You'd have to go all the way around, though, because this is where food is going to be stored. This is where food is cooked. But we're going to be making packaged survival meals in here. Which means it doesn't have to be frozen. Or is this long-term food storage that is frozen? Animal corpses. Raw food that doesn't fit in here. And then this is the pizza kitchen. I don't actually know what I want to do with this space anymore. I had a really good idea what I wanted to happen over here, but now I don't feel like I do. We also haven't finished building the wall. They're still building the fucking floor in here, but they're getting there, man. They're almost there. Oh, it's so close. It won't be long now for them to finish this. Once this is done, we're sending them to the mining outpost. Charlie with the inspired recruitment. Holy shit. If we wanted to take an intern and fully hire them, we could do it pretty much instantly. And that is tempting. That is really tempting. Actually. We could hire Shabby. God, that would feel so much more relieving. Because when we send them over there, we're going to have 5 pawns, but 2 of them don't have guns. That feels rough. 2 of them won't have guns. I think we can have up to 5 interns, but I don't think we have to keep 5. I don't think there's any reason that we couldn't hire Shabby, couldn't hire Top, hire Valor, hire everybody at this point. I think at this point we get rid of interns. Except Jude. Jude hasn't earned his place yet. You know, I really do think that's the play here, mechanically. But to officially hire them on as a resource team. The thought of Shabby having a rebellion and running away fucking terrifies me. Because he's so... He won't because he's over 80%, right? And that's a mod thing, by the way. 74 there for Stoner, 72 here for Jude. That's actually not good. They need to be suppressed more. They need to be over 80% at all times. Hard to get them there. If they're under 80%, they can organize grand rebellions, which is fucking massive danger. I think Shabby, at least, giving him a gun and having that base, because he's a primary miner. Like, the dude's got a fucking drill arm. Oh, don't fail this. Come on, Valor. They need to compete in the fight to the death to work for me. Unfortunately, that means half of the good workers we want to hire end up dead. Then again, the ones that do get hired are clearly worth it. Mechanically, the right answer is to not have interns any longer than you have to. They are better off as colonists if you're able to keep them happy. Early in the game, mechanically speaking, purely mechanically speaking, slaves and interns are really good for early game when you can't maintain good happiness for a lot of pawns. But once you get to a point where you can sustain that population, you really kind of want to sustain that population. But narratively, I also don't think it makes sense for us to do that. It's only really mechanically that I would want to do that. Which is why I think I shouldn't do it. But, man, mechanically, I'd love to. It'd be really wise. There are a lot of things I would do differently if I was just playing to win, but playing for the narrative, I think, is much more fun. But you do run into moments every now and then where you're like, fuck, that would be so much easier if I just, you know, did that thing. This is one of those moments. 31 meals, we're not necessarily keeping up, but we will once these sets of meals come through. You just bought the game, Maxer. Oh, man. Let me tell you, you're in for a wild fucking ride. I'm going to give you another streamer's name because I will be happy to help you learn. If you don't have a Discord that you belong to yet, go ahead and join ours. We have a RimWorld channel, and yeah, Fern already knows, and we'll help you learn the game. It's got a bit of a learning curve that looks like this, and then you plateau out, you feel like you got it, and then you're like, oh shit, mechanoids, and then you get fucked again. Yeah, welcome to RimWorld. You're going to lose a lot. I'm sure you already know that. It is a really good game. I'm excited. I love when new players join the group, just because it's going to be such a journey, and I love helping other people discover the game. Yeah. So join our Discord. We've got a channel there. We'd be happy to help you. But Frackle there in chat streams on Wednesdays. And what is today? Saturday? So this coming up week. But he is like the king of RimWorld mechanics, and he loves spending time looking into mechanics, doing science with different mechanical parts of the game, and he really enjoys helping new people with their questions. He will give you demonstrations. He'll stop his current playthrough, load up a game sometimes. Not always, not for every question, but sometimes he'll go to that length to demonstrate how certain things work. And I think that the RimWorld community benefits a lot from having someone like him in the directory. I wish he streamed more. I always wish my friends would stream more. But he's very, very good at especially helping out new players. I cannot recommend him enough. I've put a link there in chat. Make sure you follow him. Go see him on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Eastern, is my guess. That'd be great. So welcome in. If you have any questions, show us your progress, show us screenshots. That'd be great. We'll be happy to help you. This is just such a wonderful sandboxy game that you can probably make just about anything work and be so overly excited to help you figure that out. Miko is bitch. Fuck you, Leandri, you big old slut. There you go, Fagus. Command Frackle. By the way, for anybody who didn't know, if you ever see the VIP tag in my chat, I need to give one to Alana Rama. If you ever see the VIP tag in my chat, that person is a streamer, and you need to click them and follow their channel, okay? So if you ever see the VIP tag in my chat, that's what that means. That's how that's reserved. Every playthrough, you learn something new. Every day in that playthrough, you're going to encounter a different scenario. The game is such a complex sandbox that you can't quite know everything, but you can have plans for almost everything. And if you're quick and you know the mechanics, then you're going to be able to figure out the stuff you didn't already know, and then you'll have experience with that contingency. I've got 6.9 thousand hours in this game, off stream and on stream combined. And there's a whole lot there. You can play it infinitely. And, man, I can't even tell you how exciting that is. I've played it so much that the game itself is not very fun anymore. But I really enjoy the storytelling elements of it. And it just keeps me coming back. I keep saying I fucking hate this game, but I can't stop playing it. So that's good. Anyway, welcome, friend. Well, hospital's looking good. I'm just ready for this floor to get done so our palace can be finished. And once this palace is done, we're going to set up a mining outpost. I will say, Maxter, just so you know, I'm running a shitload of mods.
Follow the channel, and we won't have any
I think I have exactly 101 mods right now active. So what you're seeing is not the vanilla experience. So I do have both DLCs active as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to explain them. For anybody else who's in the background just recently getting back into RimWorld, as is the case for a lot of people, or playing it for the first time, either way, both Frackle and I are happy to help new people. I have jumped. Good, I'm glad. Get ready to get in there and die on your first raid. A naked man with a knife is going to come stab you to death. Enjoy. Welcome to RimWorld. You're fucked. Alright, Valor. Come on, dude. It's like 3 fucking tiles left. Sorry, I lied 5. I can't count. Do it, please. I just want this fucking palace ready to go. We gotta unforbid this so we can build it too and get those turned on. It's a lot of wood that we need to be able to build that other base, but we do have a lot of wood. We got 1,700, like we have plenty. It's just not in the storage. It's probably gonna rot though if I'm not not serious about picking it up, it's gonna end up being bad. Do we have people putting hats on yet? Do we have a Masterwork hat over here? Fucking Leandri, she's crazy. Masterwork hats going on these people soon. Absolutely, yeah, that's the way I would recommend to do it. Play it vanilla, see how you like it. Use mods to fix parts of the games you don't like. Boyfriend roped me into Miko and RimWorld first raid. I exploded fantastically. Yes, you did. So is the channel, man. We're one of the fastest growing channels right now on Twitch, I'm telling you. You guys are popping in. If you didn't know, I'm a voice actor. I'm also planning to take over Twitch. I have a dream of being the top streamer on Twitch. I'm not going to stop till that happens. You're catching me here in the early days when I'm still growing. Imagine when I've got 10,000 plus current viewership. It's going to be good. I'm going to take over the internet. I don't think it'd be very hard either. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we got this other room done. Like, this was supposed to be an area where we took hops and turned it into beer, and then we were gonna do actual brewing down here. This is gonna be where all the casks waited. But that shit's not happening anymore. We decided that we weren't gonna wait on beer. We're just gonna make heroin instead. And then we turned this into a palace, and I think this is gonna be Wed's bedroom. She's gonna have like this grand royal bedroom with gold furniture and shit. There you go. Yeah, Leandri, get fixing the videos on the YouTube, by the way. Big ol' bitch making us wait for the YouTube videos. What are you doing? Okay, so the 10% improvement is not a flat 10. It's 10% modifier as opposed to an additive. It's a multiplicative modifier. So that's fair. So 20 instead of 18 is still pretty good. We got medicine. Hey, let's sell some drugs. Hell yeah. It's $1,000 in drugs. Holy shit, we have a lot of money in drugs. What does this man have to sell, by the way? Oh, we have so many shitty guns. Oh my god, I need a combat supplier. I might call in a combat supplier to buy shitty guns. What storyteller? I'm using a modded one. I would recommend for a new player, Phoebe Chillax. Phoebe Chillax is going to give you a steady learning curve, a steady difficulty curve based on your wealth, just like Cassandra will, but Phoebe will give you more time between those events in order to just sort of sit and figure things out as you go. When you start to feel more confident in the game, run with Cassandra. When you get tired of you're going to get used to the rhythm of the game after a while. You're going to get used to be like, I feel like a raid should be arriving here pretty soon, and then they start arriving about when you predict that they can. When you start wanting a more unpredictable environment, go with Randy Random. Go with Randy Random, but that's how I would recommend you do that. There we go. There isn't like, the storytellers themselves aren't necessarily difficult curves. Phoebe is going to be easier than Cassandra just because she gives you more time. Randy isn't harder or easier than any of them. He's random. Sometimes your run will be handed to you on a silver platter and you have to do absolutely no work in order to win, which is why I don't respect Randy Random for the players that are trying to make it look like they're trying to beat a hard game. Randy Random is not hard. It's random. There's a big difference there. Yeah, that's right, Skypian. Phoebe hits just as hard as Cassandra does, but she gives you more time to recover, which is what makes her easier. Okay. We're going to sell the Ambrosia and the Yayo and the Go Juice, and then we're going to keep most of the flake here. I'm not going to buy anything from it, but I would love to get rid of some of these shitty guns. We're going to use the other 125 money to just get rid of some of these shitty guns. That's good. We'll do that. We'd love to get rusted. We've only got like a couple shitty guns left after that, so that's pretty good. We have a lot of clothes we need to sell. Look at this. Excellent Devil Strand Duster. We're going to keep that, obviously, but like even a good one, $400. There's shitloads of money in Devil Strand right there. Okay. We're almost done with this floor, man. No, we're done with the floor. We just got to get the brazier done. Oh, come on now. Fuck. Okay, so we're almost there, dude. Available. Wed's Countess Ceremony. Room impressiveness has to be 160, 2 braziers, and a piano. We don't need the lower tier... Oh. We only need the one piano. We don't need a harpsichord and a harp on top of it. We only need the piano to satisfy that throne room requirement. And it's not here, is it? The smithy table, which we'll probably just put one right there. Just to have one right now until we actually make a a metal workshop, which is what we're going to do after the mining outpost is done. We're going to make a metal shop. Okay, so let's do an electric smithy because we can afford it. We have the power for it. Yeah. Yeah, death spirals are rare to happen in Phoebe, so she's really good for new players because if you don't know how to fix a problem, Phoebe gives you time to try and do some triage. With Cassandra, you probably have enough time to recover if you know what you're doing, but not always. And with Randy, he'll be like, hey, have 5 raids, have fun. Or sometimes he won't raid you for 30 in-game days. I mean, it's such wild variance in the RNG that it's so hard to give it one assessment of difficulty. Yeah, I'm with you, Frackle. If you only play Phoebe, then you will get complacent or lazy. But once you feel like you have a good idea what you're doing, Cassandra is, okay, now do it faster. Which is, I think, very good for training. But for the first couple games, yeah, I would start with Phoebe. Do I want to know something you're currently experiencing? Testicular torsion, that's my guess. It's pretty good typing skills for somebody whose balls are doing fucking pirouettes. All right, let's make a piano, by the way. Do 1. Hopefully it's a good one. Yeah, Vegas, I feel the same way with Randy. He'll give you like drop pods of milk, and then nothing will raid you for 30 in-game days, and you're like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden he'll raid you 5 times at once and crush you where you really had no option to deal with that because there was never recovery time. That is, I just get frustrated with Randy. It's one of those things. It's like, eh. Really, all of these are bad. I'm gonna go ahead and do grilling. Praise Fern. She can go and party now. We're not gonna actually use grilling, but I'm gonna go ahead and research it so I get another set of 5 options here. Dude, Countess's ceremony is gonna be there soon. We need statues. So this excellent silver large sculpture is gonna be put into this room as a tribute to her. We'll put it right there. Nobody else gets to look at it but her. It's only her. But we'll know it's back there. Yeah, that'll be good. Get this thing moved over. Pineapple's taking care of it for us. Get that in there. Mimosa, stop fucking fighting people. It's Cthulhu too. What are you doing? Look at that. She destroyed her. She didn't damage it. She didn't destroy it, but she did damage it to the point she had to remove it here. She does have a replacement though, which she should go grab. She did. Immediately replace it with, I'm sorry, what? An alpaca wool t-shirt? I'm fairly sure that I was explicit in what you are and are not allowed to wear. Allow me to correct you. Oh shit, they're allowed to wear everything. Clear all. You are allowed to wear overalls. You're allowed to wear jumpsuits. You're allowed to wear dusters. You are allowed to wear aprons. You're allowed to wear capes. You're allowed to wear all utility items except shield belts. That's only for bouncers. All armor is available. If it's a higher level armor than what you currently have equipped, put it on. Except wooden armor, which we don't have, so that's not a problem. Quilted vest, let's actually just take it out. We're here. Let's take out the shit armor that we don't want, like plate armor, ghillie suits, gambeson, gambesa. Headgear will be fine too. Honestly, let's just turn it all on because they'll make the best selection. Usually the AI is good enough about that. Let's take a look at the... Oh God, what was it called? What's the hat that we're using? Oh, the commissar hat. That's what we had. Nice Skype, Beyond. A mod that encourages fire starting is going to definitely give you some nice little furnaces in your rooms. I think I'm fine with them wearing basically every helmet. Hey, Tavox.
Tyvox_. You and me are gonna be best friends forever. Greater than you.
Greater than you, bitch. There we go. Yeah, the mods, so the whole game is written in C# on the Unity platform. XML and C# is how most of the data is done. If you're only adding objects and items, you do everything through XML. If you want to add behavior, you can inject C# through your mods. Very moddable. Massive mod community here, Max here. I think that you'll find A lot of people will appreciate your efforts as a modder if you do do that. There we go. Yeah, I think we're just going to allow every headgear. They'll pick whatever they have. I do like the idea of the commissar hat. I just want to stop them from wearing dumb shit, you know? Let's try that. Let's do bouncer is going to be... I don't actually really care that much. Mimosa, if you want to wear some dumb shit, wear it. It is an excellent t-shirt, which is why you should... Go put some fucking clothes on! Jesus Christ. I shouldn't have to tell you to come put a jumpsuit on. Bitch, you're naked! Okay, there we go. We're good. I don't have to yell at her anymore. Okay. There we go. Alpha beaver meat rotted in storage. Well, we need to be cooking some fucking pizza. Alpha beaver and pepper pizza sounds like a damn good pizza to me. All right, we need to get this impressiveness up to 160 something. I think the dirt in here is an issue. We also need to get the other pews in here, but I also think that the piano is likely, Jesus, the piano is likely to be what causes us to go over that limit. Here we go. Oh God, Frackle. A couple weeks ago, someone had a tantrum in my game and punched some chem fuel in my storage room, which had way too much chem fuel in it. So then I had no chem fuel and a lot less other stuff. Oh, damn, dude. It was like 2,500 chem fuel that was destroyed in a chain reaction. Oh, my God. Oh, fuck. I don't feel so bad about losing 50 components here at the beginning of the game. I don't feel so bad about that. 2,500 chem fuel. Jesus, that is a lot of chem fuel. That's a lot of fucking effort that was lost. Fucking tantrums, man. Now you have a chem fuel room. I would have like chem fuel stalls inside of a chem fuel. I almost said hatchery, but no. Maybe not a hatchery. Chem hatchery. Here we go. This is looking good. I feel like we're right on the verge of getting this to be 160 impressiveness. Exotic goods traders are another exotic goods trader. We've had 4 in a row. Only one of them I've called. And we're getting this floor in here. I'm testing if they will generally be happier as interns if we give them nicer little closets to live in. So we're improving their closets there. We let them live in the lap of luxury. With an asterisk there. A very, very bold asterisk that our lawyer said we had to put there. There's the trader. All right, let's see what he's got. We've still got a little bit of cash. We've spent most of it, thankfully. We still have a little bit extra. Still at 20. We're going to sell packaged ramen meals? Maybe not. I don't feel like we're making pizza fast enough to... Packaged survival meals and pizza are synonymous, by the way. I don't feel like we're making this fast enough, and I don't know that we're going to. We don't have a consistent meat income to be able to do this. So I don't think that's going to be a viable strategy. I think we might need to do nutrient paste at the new base. Yay, yo. Okay. Crafting intellectual, no. Prosthetic arm, no thanks. Bionic arm, we still haven't used yet. This guy has nothing. I do want a telescope for the mining base. I want there to be a telescope there. Because that's going to be a recreation type that they're used to having, and you don't want to get rid of it. So I'm going to lose $300 here. I'll lose $185 here. Yeah, okay. That's good. Lose some cash, get a telescope, which will be used as part of the blueprint. We'll make sure that that gets sent over. I feel like we're really close. I do want to get the ceremony done. I want everyone to be here for the coronation, and then we'll send them off. I feel like just any other statue in there would bring that up. Like if, okay, Fagus, bitch, bitch, stop running from me. There we go. Fagus comes in and finishes this statue. Doesn't matter what quality it is, even just a good one. Have him finish this. Timon's making a piano. I feel like the piano will finish it. Get the room up to the 160 needed. I think there's the piano, and then there's the 2 braziers that needed to be lit, which they are now. We have the wood income to keep them going, too. Probably do want an AC in that room, though. How close are we? Down to 15? Oh, this pew's facing the wrong way. They're not. I know. Well, maybe they are. I don't know. Reinstall them like that. See, I can't tell. I can't fucking tell. I think these are backwards too. I think I've just always placed them back. I don't know. Let's do this. I don't fucking know. I know they'll. I can't tell. Yeah, I think these are backwards because that beveling that's right in there. Pretty sure these are backwards then. Fuck. Okay, I guess. Let's do that. Let's swap them around. Give a little bit more space. Okay, so let's have this one reinstalled. Because it turns clockwise, right? So this is backwards. This is facing to the right. This is facing down. Okay, so let's do that. Facing left, up, right, down. Okay, so now we know for sure. Let's just see how that looks, because we'll have to move them up again. There we go. Good eyes on Umbreon. Suppose it wouldn't have made much sense for us to do that. Grilling is done. What do we got now? Mortars. Trench warfare is really what I want out of this. Spacer electronics, though. Okay. Spacer electronics gives us solar outdoor lamps, which are great. They feed themselves, which is fantastic. The biolab for hydroponics is insane. This gives us a roofed, temperature-controlled area, which we don't need in this map, actually. We could just do open-air hydroponics because we don't need them to be temperature-controlled. They're not going to freeze because we have year-round growing in this map because it's a savanna. But the biolab sun lamp normally would be an incredible addition here. So if I don't really need this, I mean, it gets us the ultra screen TV for Bwed's bedroom. But mortars are more likely realistically helpful because it gives us stuff in trench warfare, which is, if we take a look at it, trench warfare gives us things like barbed wire, which inhibits their movement. We can put barbed wire around the embrasures and stop the enemy from trying to use them. We can put out decoys that the enemy will fire on. We can put out, what do platforms do? This is new. A long, narrow wooden platform. Crossing it requires climbing up and down, therefore significantly slows down movement speed. Soldiers on top of the platform get significant weapon range increase, but also receive cover penalty due to being exposed. Actual tower platform, whoa. But trenches are really good. Soldiers inside the trench suffer weapon range penalty but gain significant cover. I'm fine with that. Trenches are really good. You know, I think the trench warfare is going to be the one that we want. Spacer sounds more interesting, yeah, but mortars sound more realistic for being able to set up some really fucking cool defenses. There we go. Cargo pods for weapons. It's over here, so like we can't do anything about that. That's at the mining outpost. We've traded with these guys. We're going to leave them there in case we get raided. It looks like we got a big harvest of cloth over here, which is going to be good. We're going to need that for the new base. We'll probably want to send a doctor over there. We'll probably, do we want to make a hospital? One of the beds, maybe two of the bedrooms will be hospital rooms. I think that's what we'll do. Because we're only going to be sending over actually like 4 or 5 people. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work, I think. Still stone cutting. Just stone cutting as much as we can because all of this is going to be necessary for the new base. We've used all of the sandstone basically on that royal floor. Let's take a look at this. Is this slightly impressive? It's still dull. It's not awful, though, which is nice. It's really good. Hey, Robin. Yeah, the base it's sprawling, but it's not really that big. It's not really that big. It's sparse. All right, here we go. We've got a normal statue. It's not the best, but we can put it in here. I guess right there, I suppose we have room for it. It's good to see you, Robin. Get that moved in, and then hopefully we're sitting at 160 impressiveness. If we're not at that point, then I'm honestly not sure what we need to do. More statues. Clean. Clean would be a big one. Timmy needs to finish this piano, which is going to take a minute. Valor going to drop off the statue now. $160? It's only $153. I didn't think that would get us full 10, but if we cleaned my dick, I think it'd be far more impressive. All right, there we go. God damn it. Impressive dick. The cleaning might be enough to put it over just because it looks like it's really dirty in here. God damn it, clean. There we go. 163. So it was in fact an issue of cleanliness. In fact, I don't think this statue is needed. It just isn't. If it's a little dirty, it's going to be an issue here. Okay, so what that means is we are ready for the coronation as soon as that piano's finished. It's going to be pretty good. Yep, sculptor is easy alliances and money. That's right. 100 wood becomes $100 effectively, 100 silver. When you trade it as a large statue of normal quality. If you get higher than normal quality, you get even more money than that. It's really nice. And giving that away also is worth quite a bit of relations with your traders. It's definitely worth investing in alliances when you start to see that you may not be catching up necessarily in military versus the raids that you're receiving. It's a good use of extra wealth. Okay, now that these are turned around, we can get them set back up here again. Yeah, okay. Trade caravan's leaving. We have not been raided tonight, not once, which is strange. This is part of the Randy slash Phoebe potentially that's giving us a lot of time between events. We've not been raided once tonight, which is bizarre. We had one night we were getting raided every 20-30 minutes, and this is the part that's like Randy, is sometimes you're just not raided at all. No, we did get raided. It was just both of the raids were in the mining outpost and not here. So get fucked, get baited. We sent out the location of the mining base on an open channel, you know, and then the raiders were going to go and try and take shit from them if they find out that there's nothing there. Except like a little note that just said, it just got dick butt on it. That's what I do. Just draw dick butt in the sand and that's it. At the exact coordinates we sent them to. That's the kind of shit I'd do. What else you got to do in RimWorld? You live out here, life fucking sucks. Also, we're full on beds. We finally have filled this. We have finally filled this up. That's very nice. That's 14 colonists. I guess we can't afford to hire these guys unless we do keep them living in here. So food, I think, is going to be a concern for the other base. I think that we're going to have to dunk for making... I don't think we're going to make a launch bay. I think this base is so close that we can literally just walk over there with whatever food we're going to use. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But I do know that coronation is nearly upon us. It's still 400 labor. It's going to be a bit of time before that's ready to go. Top is cleaning up, which is nice. These dirty fucking caravan people every time. Inspired trade for Mimosa. Does she have any social skill? 10 social with a trade inspiration will probably still do better than Bwed without one. I'm gonna let her do the next deal, broker the next deal. It could be effective. We're making plenty of soup here. I think we could send soup to the other colony. I think we could do that. Or send them, yeah, we could send them the raw soup. Uncooked simple soup. Because these can also be uninstalled, these pots. I think we make one of those bedrooms into a soup kitchen. One of those rooms turns into a hospital. And I would love to get 2 hospital beds. I'm pretty sure that we have the research done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I saw them in here. I do want to replace some of these guys with hospital beds. I think I'll send 2 hospital beds over to the other base too. So let's build 2 of these specifically to uninstall and pack them up later. Trade inspirations are how do I scam this guy? Yes, that's exactly it. You figure out how to rebrand this particular thing as something far more than it is. You know what it is though, honestly, Robin? You get one of those label makers and you're just like, and you just stick it on the front of the thing. It's just supreme. And all of a sudden this $1 piece of shit is now worth 150. That's literally all that is. I think that's exactly what that is. They found the label maker and then they just pirate whatever popular brand the hipsters are sucking dick for. Okay, hospital beds coming in. Nice. We're going to go ahead and uninstall them. They'll be in the hospital of the outpost there. I do want to make more for here. I think having 2 hospital beds here would be good too. We've got the steel for it. We probably should go ahead and try to formalize our hospital. Let's get a really nice hospital set here. I mean, like an IV stand, 50 steel, 4 industrial meds, not bad. Let's also do a vitals monitor if we have access to it. I'm pretty sure we do. Not. We don't, actually. For real? I guess it just never came up yet. Let me check the research thing. Oh, we didn't. Okay, it just hasn't come back up since we first saw it there. There we go. Right. It's the same thing you can find everywhere, but it's green. Ferdy is on a flirting frenzy. May we find the second relationship in the colony? I do want to make a second one of these to uninstall and take to the new base as well. The IV stand is from Vanilla Furniture Expanded. Medical module. Got it right. And it increases for any attached bed. It will give them, I think, 10% immunity gain speed bonus, which is massive. Is it more than that? I can't remember what the value was. 10%, yeah. When it's connected to a hospital bed, it will not work with a regular bed. Because everyone knows you can't stick an IV in my veins unless I'm in a hospital bed. But it's a fair bit of mechanical balance, because otherwise these would be real fucking OP. But they're an investment of medicine. I wish they had to be refueled. I would love it that they had to be refueled within industrial meds. That to me would be a great balance, because once you build it, the cost is sunk. You know, it's gone. But to need to have to refuel it with more medicine later as it gets used, I think that'd be incredible for balance. I think that'd make them a little bit, I think that'd be good. Go ahead and uninstall that there. So we're going to take 2 hospital beds and an IV drip to the new base, the mining outpost. We might be able to pre-build a bunch of the furniture, actually, here too. Let's go ahead and do that as much as we can. We know that we're going to want 6 bedrooms, except one of them's going to be so it's only going to be 5 beds. Is it really? One of those rooms is a soup kitchen. One of those rooms is a hospital, which has 2 beds already provided. So yeah, 6 or 5, because yeah, one of them's a soup kitchen. So we are looking to keep 5 pawns there at the mining outpost, which is, again, it's going to be Shabby, Raleigh, Kaiser, Valor, Jimothy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. All right, so it works out perfectly. That works out perfectly. So we're just going to build these 5 beds here, and I do want them to be quality builder. And I don't know what the level of quality builder that I want at this point. If I turn something on to be quality builder specifically, let me take a look at the mod settings there for quality builder. When I do this, I almost want it to be on by default. Minimum quality of normal, I think, is good. Default settings should be there. Current map is going to be the same, but I actually want to increase it to at least good. I will not take normal. These beds need to be better. Better beds are going to be more comfort. They start the day with more comfort, which is important if they have a job that forces them to be mobile. Because what will happen is if they are up and on their feet all day at different positions, they're going to not have comfort being maintained. Welcome back, Crystal. This means that their comfort, part of their mood, is going to be lower at the end of the day. But if they start off with more comfort because they were more comfortable in bed, more comfortable in their dining room chair, then they end up spending more of their day before they get those low moods due to being uncomfortable. If you have a job for somebody that is sitting at a bench for a long time, like research, give them a fucking chair. If you have somebody in the kitchen, maybe, that you have a dedicated chef, give them a chair. Don't discount the value of comfort for your pawns. If you know a pawn is going to be in a particular spot a lot of time, in front of your workbenches for the most part, give them chairs to sit in. That comfort value in their mood is very important for keeping them happy, because they get something like +8 for being extremely comfortable, which is a good chair that they sit in for a while. His comfort right now is 0, so it's slowly deteriorating. The bar is slowly deteriorating down to that anchor point, which is how comfortable they are at the moment. If they are currently comfortable in bed all the way up to here, then that bar is going to fill up higher in the night, so that during the day they have more time before they get uncomfortable and unhappy. So that's part of what we're trying to salvage there. Here we go. What do we got over here? Good, good. Ferdy just walks up and it just shits out 2 good beds. No effort. Done. There we go. Yeah, comfortable equals don't break down. That's exactly right, Robin. But it's one of the smaller mechanics that isn't really visible most of the time. But it can be a powerful modifier to pawns' moods over the course of time, and it does impact their longevity throughout the day, which is good. Hey, Prophet. Good to see you, friend. Okay, looks like all these beds were good at least. Oh, get this fucking thing killed. Why didn't the quality builder set that? Did I not change that to good? Redo it. Redo it. There we go. We'll also want a horseshoes pen at the mining base as well. But apart from billiards, they're going to have pretty much all the same recreation types available. They have dexterity play with the horseshoes pen, but darts are better, actually. Darts are the same thing. Yeah, dexterity play. I don't know if we actually want horseshoes, because they get shooting skills, but they get better shooting skills from the dartboard, even though it's poor. Oh, shit. Probably should remake that. Man, I just, oh shit, we have someone in the quarry, and they actually got some steel. Nice, dude. Lucky me. Yeah, legendaries get your quality will affect the comfort level as well. That's absolutely right, Robin. Yeah, you definitely want legendary if you can get it, but not without an inspiration. But a masterwork absolutely can be done. That's exactly how that would work, Robin. Good job. Yeah, piano done. Sorry, I knew I was thinking about something. It's like, I just finished something, didn't I? Normal piano, don't give a shit. Let's find the one spot this fits in. Perfect, that's fine. We don't ever need to go around that way. Or, this is cute as fuck. Who needs pews? Who needs pews? Oh, that's where we do that. There we go. I think they're facing the right way now. I think that's how we do that. The piano would need to be moved down one, but they can go around here. They can fit around the piano. I think that's fucking gorgeous. I think putting some lights in here would be good too. Do we have any like fancy lights? I don't think we do. No fancy lights, unfortunately. But a couple lamps. Back here. I think that's good. Let's do that. Who won the poll, by the way? Oh, Crystal. It did end up being masterwork. Yes. Skype beyond, dude. Have you ever seen a smoker when they can't find a lighter? I find that behavior to be very accurate, actually. Exotic goods trader overhead with Charlie with a trade inspiration and Tin's social. No, it's Mimosa. Almost went the wrong person. All right, let's go for exotic goods trader. I should have everything that I want to trade that is tradable and valuable to me is inside somewhere on a trade beacon. I don't have very much to sell right now, but we will get very good buying prices from this operation. This is really good. Okay. Yeah, 33% right there. Insane. We can sell all of our druggies. Very good. 1,200 bucks for that. Nice. Okay. We want to be very careful with what we buy here. A good art book, don't care. Water skip, meh. Wall raise is really fucking strong. Wall raise is really strong. There's no reason not to take it. A bionic heart for Ferdy, potentially, if we have somebody else who gets... if we're gonna buy it, now's the time to buy it. A bionic heart is good. I always want to have one heart replacement in storage. Just always have one. Because if you get a colonist with artery blockage, at any age, then they're going to have a heart attack eventually, and heart attacks are very difficult to stop. If the heart attack rolls a high strength, your chances of survival are very low. But you can stop that from happening if you replace their heart. Heart transplants are not terrible to have to do. Industrial medicine in a clean room with a decent bed and a doctor with 10 or higher skill, you should expect to be able to do that surgery reliably. I'm tempted to buy an excellent sculpture. You know what? I'm tempted to buy all these sculptures. They're all good. Well, it's a Terra sculpture. I don't want that one. But large, I don't want the small one either. But a large sculpture, 2 large sculptures, one's normal, one's excellent. That's worth the money right now. Buying a tube TV saves us having to build one at the new base. I would rather save the material and spend the extra silver to just get it outright. I'm fine spending that money right now. A Psychic Insanity Lance is the most valuable defensive tool in the game, in my opinion. We're going to get one. I don't see anything else in here that I'm like, yeah, we need that for sure. I'm willing to spend the 1,800 bucks. We're getting a significant discount on this. I think that feels very good to me. These statues go something that could be used in the new building as well, the mining base, which would be good. We need the bedrooms to be not. They could be mediocre or dull. Not dull. We want them to be mediocre at worst. It would be nice if they were impressive. I don't think they will be. But it would be nice to keep those that way. We have room for 6 colonists at the new bed. The new... Yeah, okay. I don't know why I thought I was doing 5 for some... I am doing 5. The fuck am I doing? The fuck am I doing?
Follow the channel, and we won't have any problems.
Let me go ahead and make 6. Hospital, soup kitchen, and that's it. That's the only thing that we're making out of... It's the only bedrooms. The other 6 bedrooms are made out of bedrooms. What did we get here? Good. Okay, good. And we got 1 excellent bed, which will be for... Which is good. We only have 1 excellent bed, which is going to be for Kaiser. Kaiser's going to be great going. Oh, it's going to be great. Jealous motherfucker is going to actually be really happy to keep happy. Really easy there. So we got a lot of the more difficult amenities already made, ready to ship out to the mining outpost, which I think is going to be great. The piano's in here too, dude. Nice. We got to get a couple more lights, get this stuff moved around. Let's do it. We're about to finish our palace after so long. It's been 84 fucking years, man. Finally getting it done. I do feel like we should put the last couple drapes up there because we're rounded out because we were going to put piano and shit up here, but that's not going to go there anymore. Oh man, we still could put like a harp right there and put the harpsichord on this side, take that panel out, but we don't need to. Nice. Excellent, good. Excellent. A normal piano, it's a piano. We might make a better one in the future. But there we go, this one's the salt one. Let's go ahead and forbid this one. It's actually uninstall it. Ferdy, uninstall deep drill. We're going to uninstall that because we're going to take it to the new base. We're also going to give them a venometric power cell. Are we deep drilling there? No, we're just mining. We're not even deep drilling. What the fuck? I need to... Okay, well, I guess we're just going to hold that in storage until we discover another mineable resource that we want to get. What's the best mid-game melee weapon? That's a great question. Or are colonists usually long-ranged at this point? Frackle is correct with a longsword. A uranium mace is also good because if you get a nice little bunch of uranium there in the beginning of the game, you can turn those into maces, which are very effective. But longswords, steel longswords are very good if you're making your own stuff and you don't have access to uranium. A steel longsword is very strong. You don't want all of your pawns to be ranged. There is too much utility and tactical opportunity and having shield-belted melee boys as tanks. Because they are incredibly good at slowing down, tagging enemies, getting their guns to be unused. Because remember, when an enemy is engaged in melee, they can't shoot their gun. So if you find an enemy with a rocket launcher and you've got a melee boy, your melee boy goes over and specifically rushes into the middle to attack them. They cannot fire the rocket launcher until your melee boy is dead or they're dead. But Frackle's right. Longsword is going to be best bang for the buck in the mid-game until you can find or buy better equipment. Absolutely. And that's why you watch Frackle on Wednesdays, because before I even figured out what my answer was, he had already put longsword in the chat. Look at that boy. He's so fast. But that's why you watch Mr. Frackle. I also host him too. Yeah, Monosword is an in-game option, as is Zeus Hammer. Charlie and Cole now fighting each other. She got so fucking serious that she stopped. She was like, all right, bitch, you want to fight? Shield belt. Bam, let's go. Even though they're fighting in melee and it doesn't do anything. It's like when the guy like takes off his shirt because he's going to fight. Charlie just stands up and turns on the shield belt and it's just like, let's go. But Cole's no bitch. And Cole is pretty fucking serious about beating ass. Level 5 melee versus 2 on Charlie. Cole knows better. Let's see how this fight originated though. Okay. Cole said, hey, Mimosa, how are you? Also, I hope a warg shreds you to pieces, Charlie, but fucking why? Why? You just came in here to have some soup together, hang out at the bar in La Cantina, but you're gonna, like... Charlie turns around and fucking decks him in the arm and knocks her over. Cole hit her back in the foot. Punches her foot? That's enough bad-mouthing out of you, Cole. But Cole says she's not done. Cole bashes Charlie in the foot again. Oh God, Charlie. Charlie, how's your foot? Charlie? Jesus, okay. That toe's gonna come off here pretty soon. Oh God. Cole, driving her left fist hesitantly, slammed Charlie, bashing her right leg and right tibia. What the fuck? She's sitting on the stool like this. Maybe she's sitting on the stool like this with her leg propped up. And Cole's just like beating the shit out of her feet. Why? Charlie slaps her in the face to try and get some sense into her. Cole was stunned, like... Then Cole bashes her in the left arm savagely. Cole's fucking dirty. I think Charlie might have just been playing around, but Cole is actually fucking hurt. Like, I don't think Cole was playing here. Charlie was like, hee hee ha ha, and smacked her in the arm, but Cole was like, actually, it's not a fucking foot fetish. Maybe, no. I know, like we say we want to beat that pussy up if we like pussy, but if you start punching someone in the foot, that's not a mating dance. At least not in my experience. Maybe you guys are bigger sluts than I am, but I doubt that. Cannibal foot fetish. Oh my God. Hey girl, let me get them toes. Fuck's sake. The things you do in RimWorld. That's an interesting little social fight there. How interesting. Cole is like super into this. Like she's actually fully incensed, where Charlie is just like joking around here. But now they're like continuing to actually fight. Cole smashes Charlie with her left fist, bruising a rib shot. She went from smacking her foot to now going up the leg and into the chest here. Charlie now bashed Cole in the torso. They both miss. Cole slams Charlie with her fist, hitting her in the arm. Charlie misses, trying to bite her. Charlie takes it to the next level and trying to fucking bite Cole. What's Cole gonna do in response? Cole hits her with her fist, bruising her leg again. Charlie stumbles, probably over the stools there, while trying to bite her again. Cole hit Charlie with her fist, injuring her neck, punched her in the fucking neck. She did a fucking neck chop. And Charlie collapses. Cole beat her ass. Holy shit, that was savage. Charlie, your job is to be able to fight melee. I'm really disappointed in you. Should Cole become the melee boy? And give Charlie a gun? Cole has a bad back, though. The moving and manipulation would be a real problem. Interesting. Now let's see what happens. Pulls out the gun and points it at her. Don't fucking do it again. Oh, Jesus, and then picks her up. He's gonna take her to the hospital. This is not the person I would want to take me to the hospital. Wow. You gotta ask yourself, is this like legs over the shoulder, like holding her at the back of the thighs? Or is this like bridal style, crumpled up little old woman? No, you can't stop social fights by drafting them. They go berserk until one of them is incapacitated. Yeah, Cole won that shit for sure. I mean, Cole was playing serious from the beginning, though. Let's be real. Cole was not playing there. Dragged by the foot. Lord Faladar, you win today. Dragging her by the foot. fucking Zug, we go hospital. Shit. Well, hey, we get to test out the new hospital, courtesy of Cole, and the just fucking tosses her in. Cole's now gonna also lay down at the other side of the room. Interestingly, she gives Charlie the good bed, and she takes just the regular one. Is this a power alpha move? Is she saying, I don't need the nice hospital bed, I wasn't that injured because you fucking suck, which is true? Or is it a sign of remorse? I don't think so. I think it's an alpha move. Fucking Cole. I haven't seen Caveman, no, but yeah. Dragged by the hair or dragged by the foot that she tried so hard to just beat. Damn, dude. Let's get these guys moved. Hall urgently get them off the floor. Can we do the coronation yet? Is this something we can do? I'd love to do it now. Oh! Oh, yes! Oh, Charlie didn't get to go. That's fucking unfortunate timing. Well, don't be a bitch. You failed your job. You're embarrassing anyway. Oh, shit, it's not done. Oh, no. Valerie, you have to finish. No, you have to finish now. No, stop. Oh, fuck. The palace isn't done. Forbid the door. Buy time. Don't let them see that it's unfinished. Please. Oh, no. He's not gonna make it. Oh, they don't respect forbidden doors. There is no door forbidden to the Empire. Shit. Okay, they're starting to do the bestowing. They don't have to do the bestowing ceremony yet. They're also not inside. Shit, they are. They're inside. Fuck. I know we can finish it while they're there. Like, it's totally fine, but, like, I wanted them to see it when it's actually... Fuck off, Valorous. It's still not done. Oh, my God. He still needs more cloth. Okay, fine. We'll do it. Don't worry about that one. It's still gonna get finished up. You know, a fucking angry man-hunting rat came in and peed on it, so it's currently being washed. Okay, set for Bwed and begin bestowing ceremony. Everybody, attend. Bwed will be here, and then we'll start the ceremony. We'll undraft everyone and start the ceremony. Here we go. Cole tried to convert Top to her ideology. God damn it. Everyone here? Not quite. We're still waiting on Charlie, who will not be in attendance tonight. We are waiting on Timon. Of course, Timon would be late to a coronation, of course. Okay, undraft, and Bwed is going to begin coronation ceremony. Yep, nice. We don't have enough pews for everybody. Nope. Where are you guys going? It's been interrupted. Bestower is offended. It does not satisfy the requirements of... This is 151 because it's dirty. People tracked in a shitload of filth, that's why. They're not leaving, are they? Please tell me they're not fucking leaving. Is he leaving? Are you kidding me? They brought dirt in with them. And we failed the coronation. Wait, clean. We need to get this like to 170, 180 beauty or impressiveness. You fucking kidding? I know we can do it over. I promise you, chat. I appreciate your desire to help. I don't need your help. I know more than you do. It's just funny. All right, clean dirt. There we go. Oh, come the fuck on. There we go. There we go. There would literally be no logical difference between me drafting everyone and telling them to go in there and having them walk in on their own. There's literally no difference there. There we go. Pretty good. Fucking clean. Please clean. I mean, we'll have to do it again. Fuck's sake. Are you kidding me? I'm so sad about that. We probably need to do like I think a couple bins back here would help with some of the passive tracking that happens in this room. We also needed to finish that banner. Dude, we failed the fucking coronation. It's embarrassing. Let's put a couple skips or bins back here. These guys will help us with the... We're not going to do steel. Let's do stone. We'll make them out of granite because we have a shitload of that right now. We'll do these two right now and probably fence around them so that they're not ugly. So let's go ahead and do a fence. And just a visual fence. I think even just a wood fence right there could be good. Closed board fence, and we'll put a closed board fence gate. There we go. Then you won't see them, but you can still get to them. That could be good. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that that did not work, but we'll just have to call them back again. How embarrassing. I would be very interested to see if there was like a loss of royal favor or something because we wasted their time. But a little bit embarrassing for Bwed there. We had waited so long for this, so much anticipation, and then she fucking botched it because everyone was kind of dirty. We thought we were really prepared for this promotion, but it turns out that we were not. But we get another opportunity later, luckily. She's a freeholder 66, like she's ready to go. She's ready to go. But man, I bet that's, I wonder, does she have a moodlet about that? I hope she does. Elite expectations. -6 across the, for her at least. Minor pain outdoors. No, doesn't seem that it bothers her very much. Luxuriantly comfortable there because she's in a really nice bedroom with a really nice bed. She's going to wake up with that mood and have it for a while. It's going to be really nice. Yeah, it doesn't make much of a difference here, this awful room versus this dull room. I don't know that it makes that much difference because it's... Well, you know, dull I don't think hurts them, but the awful bedroom is -4, so it's actually the difference of 4 right there. So putting in that nice carpeting actually seems like it would make a pretty big difference. Seems like it'd make a pretty big difference. Oh, man. I think I've had a countess one time outside of the hot potato. I think I've had a countess one time. We're probably going to build the mining colony out of granite here just because that's what we have so much of. I'm really trying to find a way that we don't end up having to do nutrient paste machine. But I think what could happen is whenever they get low on food, we're going to send a caravan out there that has food, send like 2 or 3 dudes with food. Then they're going to bring as much metal back as they can carry. I think I need to invest in pack animals too. We need to make a barn with pack animals and use all of this for growing hay to keep them fed. Maybe put the barn up here. Maybe that's what this is the barn. To keep the hay inside. Could do that. There's a lot of options, and the rain sets in, I think, a great mood for maybe how the colony should be feeling right now. Everyone's in pretty good mood, but with a botched promotion for Bread, I think that that's the first real big slapdown we've had in a while. We've been pretty much only successful for a good amount of time after the early days, but all of a sudden, I think that this might be like a moment of reckoning for Bread, that she's not the leader she thinks she is. It was 16 shooting, 19 intellectual, 14 social. Maybe she still does have room to grow. At age 56, though, how much longer does she have to wait on that? She is just about to become Countess. We thought it was basically granted, but we'll see. We'll see. We need to respond to this, though. Cole on the piano. It's nothing like beating your friend's ass and then going to the royal chamber to play some piano. I think these two will help with some of the passive dirt generation that happens in here. And then we'll probably have a, like, get everyone in there and then forbid the doors. Everyone's stuck inside this room so that they all clean and walk in circles. Because that's what I should have done when I undrafted them, and then start the ritual once we have confirmed that the room is, in fact, over 160 again. Because dirt is the enemy here, for sure. And I have streets all the way up here, but not out this way. Once you go out here, you're not in the street anymore. On a paved street, so it's going to stay dirty. It's something that we'll have to figure out. We'll have to do it next time. I had a great time in this episode, chat. That's going to be it for me, though. YouTube, I'll see you next episode. Those of you on Twitch, stick around for a second. I got more I want to talk to you about. Hey, I had a good time tonight. We're so close to getting the coronation, and I'm pretty sure episode 14 is going to be when we actually get the mining colony set up. That's what our focus is going to be. Get Bwed coronated as soon as we can. Get the mining outpost settled. And I think that's going to be great. But that's going to be it for episode 13. I'll see you guys next time. Good night.